on the sector, or whatever y'all want to call it. That was just me being me. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really they been hating cause they ain't us. Locking and get dangerous. What you get you see, I'll always be me. What you get you see, I need no ID, I need nothing, no, something wrong. I like Kim Rose, I need money rolls, flip it go, see you when I'm old. In a Tesla, still would ride a diesel, I'm not green, no, but the checks was. Now they coming wires, I'm retired off the desk ones. I was in the creek, then in the dirt, I lived on both sides. Still was always me, no double life, can't pick the best ones. Friends, they come and go, so are the best ones. Through the lowest lows, and I still got blessed up. I've been running non-stop, I can't rest up. I'll just keep on working till I'm the best up. I've been trying to do right, but getting left much. Slipped and fell a few times, still got my chest up. In the gym, I got my chest up. New Tacova's on my toes, now that the check's up. Giddy up! Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, SPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really they been hating cause they ain't us. Locking and get dangerous. Look in the mirror just for motivation. I see my past, I see my kids, it gets me motivated. Don't gotta say it, I just know they're hating. Little white boy, tattoos and money, Ben had that motion, baby. I got that motion like the ocean, baby. 9 to 5, then the 5 to 9, yeah, they used to call me crazy. I put that work in, you can't call me lazy. I'm in the light, no pressure, never faze me. Got me shining like a diamond, put one on my lady. Only one girl who could call me baby. Vision clear, I used to see it hazy. Vision clear, I can see it now. Every time they try to take me out, back to back, I'm wildin' now. I hit the top and didn't say a word. I hit the top and didn't say a word, and still they never shout me out. This time for you, I'm tryna make me proud. This time for you, I'm tryna make me proud. In the mirror, say it loud. Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, SPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really they been hating cause they ain't us. Locking and get dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. The jig is up. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up here to perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's out for redemption. Yeah. Too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up here to perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's out for redemption. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
What it do? What's good? What's
What's
good? Let's get a
up?
little closer to the people. What's
What's
happening?
up?
Let's
How's
go.
everybody
Hey,
doing?
let me do my click pleasantries. Hey, Lolo,
Hey.
damn it. Don't get yourself caught up answering a bunch of questions about who pays you, who does that. No, doubt, hey, Lolo. I wanted to jump through the screen and say, stop it. But anyway, what's up, Shock Rock King?
Hey.
Lou, let us know that we are late. Sorry, Lou. Vibrant Law, what it do? Focus on you. Cosmic Girl's going to be in the clouds. I really do appreciate you being here. There's Lou telling us we're late. What's up, Sour Patch Barn Dog? What it do?
Hey, Sour
Uh,
Patch.
Charlene Schwab, Honey Love. Let's see here. Youngest. Let me not skip anybody. Tweety. There's Jasmine. I appreciate the headphones. Remind me to tell y'all just a couple extra things I got going for the mods. But I will focus today so we can get right into the content. There's Lolo. I already lectured you. Okay, we're good.
Not lectured.
Shauna, what it do? Davna, as always, appreciate you.
Hey,
I said
Daphne.
hi to Vibrant, but let me say it twice just in case. Because if I don't, if I don't say hi to Vibrant when it's clear, Vibrant will give me
Right.
hell. All right, so who we got? We got Red Light Ricky. Are those African American artists? Seems out of place. Yes, there are. But the African
Hey, Lolo.
American is a long conversation. But yeah, I have many different artists in different genres. Because basically I like money off of who, regardless of your color of the skin, the money spends the same. What's up, DD? Let's see here. DD, we got, I don't want to skip anybody. Let's see, we got Angry Pot, the way you're calling you out your name over there. RNY, you need to start dragging bitches. Hey, listen, if you're worried about everything that everybody says on the internet, that's all you're going to be doing out here. You said Lolo made up with ZX after he doxed her mother's obituary and reported her to Adult Protective Services, and she did nothing to him. A lot of people break up to make up around here. Quite frankly, I don't really follow that, because my thing is I can definitely never decide when an adult's going to get over something. Me personally, it takes me a little bit longer, but Lolo handles herself. Lolo's very forgiving. I love everybody. I love
I
everybody.
love
So
everybody.
Lolo's not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah.
Said the woman loved the mom was happy. All right. So try to get try to keep out. So all right. So we're only going to focus on two issues. I know that we usually load y'all up with a half a dozen topics and all that. We're going to stick right to the script. The two things that we got going on right now is DD Loop Loop. Okay, so out of nowhere, from 2024 2025, Dee Dee popped out of the sky and said that she has receipts. Now, the one receipt was like, she says she has messages. Okay, great. Receipts go, just so y'all know, receipts go both ways. If you send me a message, you got it and I got it. So
Yeah.
I don't know when people say they have Instagram or whatever receipts on me. So do I. So that was one thing. What else was she supposed to do? She was supposed
Oh,
to have
something
some.
about a
She was
weapon or something.
well, yeah. She was supposed to have DMs. She was supposed to have
Mhm.
videos, and she was supposed to produce the pow pow. Right.
Yeah.
So my thing is, one of the you said she did not make up with him. Oh, okay, good. But anyway, when I show, what's up, Rodney? I'm so
Hey,
glad you're here.
Rodney.
Thank you for being here. So basically, I'm sorry to the chat. It's going to happen just like I did yesterday. I really want to focus on scrolling through the receipts so that it's very clear and we don't miss
Mhm.
anything. I read it from the top to the bottom, sorry, I drink water, a lot of water. But anyway, um, So one of the things that got a little thrown off that I don't want people to hang on to and miss the content is that I said I didn't know this lady. Okay. Now, I heard DEE and Cash something and GG and Loop Loop and this and that. Me personally, just because I don't recall somebody doesn't mean that I'm lying. It just means you weren't.
Exactly.
It means you just didn't stick out enough for me to remember you.
You were
So
forgettable.
I want to get past that before we even get started. What's up, Dr. Lashanya? Miami
Hey, big
Popo,
sis.
Social Bomb, what it do? So yeah, I want to get past that part. Let's not look at that. Let's literally look at the fact that this woman, just a little bit of a summary from what I did see, because when she started crying about Vegas or in the wind and other shit or whatever, like that's when I tune out. But I believe her whole premise yesterday was to do a couple things. Discredit RNY and I based on, how we answered about what time I should be on the phone, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm sure RNY will talk to you about that after we go through the receipts, because the receipts are something we want to get out of the way. And then I believe that, as I said, she said that she wanted lodging in Atlanta and this and that, and then the whole thing was the pew pew. Do you know what this lady? Okay, first of all, on her community wall, she had a post that said, she is in the what it was. Is she what? It was the ER doctor, wasn't it? RY,
Oh, yes.
or I mean,
The
not really,
emergency
but
room. Right. Well, according to who signed in air quotations, it was the emergency room doctor. And he's Jesus Christ. He said, please leave her alone. Signed the doctor.
signed ER doctor.
EI
So
doctor.
that
Yep.
that's what we saw first, but it was 6 hours before her live. And then she went live, but she was supposed to be in the hospital. Okay, great. So that was a red flag. So with regards to the pew pew, right? Now I want you guys to take this into consideration. She said that she doesn't have that receipt, which was the biggest thing. Like literally, that's what I got tagged in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she said that the computer that is on is in storage somewhere. And she'll have to go to her storage to get out the computer to be able to show the pew pew. So just to give you all a little bit of background on, what I saw yesterday, not to go into it too much, but I have the receipts ready for you right now. We will go through one by one. All right. This is the beginning of our messaging. Now, I don't know exactly, like she was trying to paint it. RNY, I don't really like, how was she trying to paint the whole thing, like that we had some kind of
That you
outside
were
the box
flirting with her. That you were flirting with her. And, y'all was sending messages back and forth. And she made it seem like it was so salacious, but it wasn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, listen, we're not even going to give any more premise because here we are. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go. Boop. All right, so let's get into my business some more. So I see Envy found the receipts. I always find the receipts, certified weirdo. I sat here and yeah, but she has like 4 accounts. So, that's where I was trying to get some help. So let's start from the top and go down, okay? All right. So we're talking about December of 2024. So I'm not quite sure. Last time I checked, it's March 2026. But anyway, let's not harp on that. Let's just go. So the way that I introduced myself, basically, she was in my chat. And in my chat, like back then, she was like, reach out to me. We could chop it up about, doing a show. All right. I said, this is Envy. I thought about it. And yes, see, I thought about it, meaning like she obviously asked me to reach out. I thought about it. And yes, I would like to discuss your situation with the supporters. In the Mo3 sector, we get down to the bottom of things. Then based on me agreeing or disagreeing with you, I go harder on either, or I go hard or either or, meaning like if you're bullshit and I'm not going to have your back. We do have a good conversation when I interact with you. That means interact with you in my chat, on my community wall, whatever. So again, I'm down. Me saying I'm down is basically showing you that she wanted me to reach out. She asked me
Mhm.
a question. I'm not saying she knows what I'm saying I'm down with. And then I said, we will just need to set a day and a time. Okay, great. Right. All right. So
Yep.
let's keep going. All right. So, hey, and welcome when. So she wanted to know when we're going to get together. I said, we can hit my StreamYard to discuss it. StreamYard, I meant the office. Very strong people are home team Deidre. Okay. The reason why I said that is because in my chat, the reason why she felt comfortable with reaching out is because people in my chat were not against her at that time, when I did the night show. But anyway, she said, when should I stop by? I said, I could tell them I'm going to see what you got and make my own mind up about it. Not live in the offline office. I've never recorded anything from there. So basically, obviously, I wanted to let her know like nothing weird is going on, whatever. It's the office. It is what it is, right? If she wants to record, I don't give a damn. She asked for the link. I gave her the link. And then she says, here I come. Okay, great. And then I say, okay, time is running out. The doors are about to close. If you know anything about me, I don't have patience. So
Right.
yeah, RNY, how am I like after like a minute?
Not a happy camper. Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's where that's coming from, right? So I don't know where this came from. Tell Mr. West Lemon is stealing. Here
Yeah,
I
that was
come. Okay.
that was
Yeah,
weird.
that's random. I don't relay or get into folks sending messages about what they got going on. So basically I'm saying don't bother me with no dumb shit. So she said, okay, here I come. And I want you, as we're going through this messages, y'all, I really want you to put on your thinking caps. I want you to realize like where in these messages am I starting to be like, yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that StreamYard was hot last night, anyway, happy New Year's Eve. See you soon. Okay. Well put. I put some bottles. We're gonna have a great evening. Okay. In that evening I would imagine would be StreamYard or whatever, because she was like, let me come say what's up. I don't see StreamYard. Okay, she said that. And then I said, also, is that a happy face up there? So basically like look at the face. I didn't know, just confirming like what's the problem, right? Let's see. She said, extremely happy going live to wish my diplomats happy new year. Then shower at 5, then us at 10 at 6 p.m. Okay, cool. I said, Lord Jesus, you got a hella schedule. She said, and always on time. I said, perfect. She said, my auntie just called me. Let's make it 7 my time, or send the link and I will hit it when we are done. She's in her 90s. Okay. All right. So I said, let's make it 7. It's a blessing she's still around. You got to carve out some time to get ready as well, ma'am. And she says, shower takes 10 minutes. More
Mm,
like a fresh up, smell good midday Jews.
what?
She
Okay.
says a few times that she takes a 10-minute shower, but let's keep going.
Mm,
I said, I got you. I was just fucking around. I said, late to the party, but I will give you a pass if you're fashionably late because you're getting New Year's Eve beautiful. She said 10 minutes. Should I send a link? Okay, there's the link. I said, you're hitting my link, coming to my virtual house. Metaverse shit, I'm not new. Damn, that's a lot of messages for me. Good Lord Jesus. Got Jesus. Envy acted a fool. Here I come. Okay. Are you sure? Because like I said last night, the VIP doors are closing soon. That's me being obviously impatient. Like, hurry up. I said, time is valuable, GG. She said, oh, I'm gonna get paid. I don't know what the fuck that means, but well, okay. Good afternoon. I feel so much better and slept well. How are you feeling? I said, I'm glad you feel good. I'm struggling, but very glad that we made it through the night on a high note. I really enjoyed you. She said, why are you struggling? Very high note. This is terrible. What is happening regarding these terrorist attacks? Very sad. It's all over Facebook. What? I'm like, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about it first thing because I was checking on the Sugar Bowl. That shit is crazy. Unfortunately, our country has a wide open door. Come on in. And the media makes people think that movement like ISIS are over. Dumb robots equal US citizens. All right, let me look at the chat, see if y'all right focus on you. Like I'm not seeing the oh my god, woo.
Right.
It's boring to read it, to be honest with you. But when we get to the bottom, we'll definitely take care of like any questions or whatever. It's crazy to me. But what's up, Jessica B? And Nurse
Hey,
Shay.
Jessica B. Hey, hold
All
on, hold on.
right.
Hey, Jessica B. Hey, Jessica B. Hey, sis. Don't troll me today because I ain't speak to you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. She
With her
trolled me
on some of
yesterday.
this with the politics. Oh,
It's made
Molly.
me terrible. Oh,
Right.
Lord, Molly.
Okay, so all right, so this sort of makes me happy that my Kamala does not have to deal with this. I'm sick of those bastards. For years, we had mandatory training regarding ISIS. I'm a Navy and Air Force vet. All right. Top secret security clearance still in place.
Top
Jesus
flight
Christ.
security of the world.
Top secret security still in place. Okay, cool. Uh, I will I will not be terrorized, and this is why we told my son not to join the service. F them and the lazy, stupid Americans that do not fight
See?
back. I'm focused on happy. Did they cancel your game? No, they didn't cancel the goddamn Sugar Bowl. Anyway, I
Absolutely
said
not.
no. Rose Bowl, New Orleans. So we won the Sugar Bowl. New Orleans is. I said, yeah, Rose Bowl. New Orleans is a Super Bowl. She said, got it. I said, I feel like ISIS showed up this morning in my damn body. What in the hell? What in the fuck did I drink? Damn it. Okay, cool. She said, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great year. We did it, right? I said, we definitely did it, right? I agree. What time will we chat later today? I said during the game, probably halftime. She said, but what time? I will be an Avatar 2 at home now. I said, I better be happy and excited watching my team win. Basically saying, like, hopefully I'm in a good mood when you call. She said, good luck. I said, we don't have to rely on StreamYard. We could talk anytime. Basically meaning like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a StreamYard party or anything like that. Reach out, say what's up, because she was asking for the link again. I'm like, it does, you know, it's irrelevant to you. Let's just talk. But anyway, she said, okay, about to shower, eat, do some errands, get ready to record a few vids. And after I get back to you, have a good day. Okay, great. I had a good time with you last night and this morning. Everything great takes time, effort, strength, and working out the rough spots. We did that last night. I said we did so good. We had a great way to balance each other's emotions. Basically, that was like us, you know, honestly, at that point, that was she went into the ISIS thing, top security, whatever. So that kind of drug on. And that's what we talked about. That's why I said emotions. Anyway, we're still back in 2025. So score 41, damn, still out and about 8 p.m. My time is perfect unless that doesn't work for you. I clap because I'm watching the football game. I said, we are the truth. I said which is the Ohio State University. Against the number one team in the country that was 13-0, only undefeated team in college football. Okay, great. Boom. So I sent her, you know, Ohio State, silence the haters. Okay, great. I do that every day. Now, people love this picture, and I'm going to troll the hell out of myself because there was a video made of me, and it was very, very funny. So for the idiots, sports teams have mascots, and people are like, what in the hell is he holding a nutcracker for? Well, the Buckeyes were the Ohio State Buckeyes. A Buckeye is a nut. Therefore, Brutus, our goddamn mascot. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a crazy pictures because we just won the game. But I will show you a troll video that somebody made of me. Now, this is this crazy picture she said I sent. Like she made a big deal. She said, I got a picture of him. Oh my God. This is the picture, y'all. So let's continue on. All right. So yes, congrats. Is that too late or 7 my time, 10 hours work better? Just let me know. I said, okay, whatever. Okay, so what did I say? After the game, I'm going to call my mom back. After that, let's do us. Does that work for you? And I said, knock, knock, to let her know I'm here, whatever. Yes, I'll be home in 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Looking forward to another great convo. I said, she said, I'm ready. FYI, my show starts at 10 p.m. my time. I'll wait for your link. There's my link. On the way. Okay. You can click back in. Trying, it's very strange. The reason why I had my the little dude emoji, whatever the hell you want to avatar, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I was confused because she was saying she's trying to, it's very strange. I even rebooted my laptop. And as we go, trust me, there's a receipt in here. You guys are gonna be like, how in the hell did it go from there to there? Trust me. All right. But let's continue. Like, I don't want to skip one message. I don't care how boring it is, but let's go. I said, I will send a different link. She said, I even opened other series like CNN, ESPN, NBC. It's all working fine. There's the link. Sites. Okay, I'll try this one. Great. I said, click the link. I know you can at least enter. I had to test it. If it doesn't work this time, I will call and we will get you on via laptop. That way I can try to fix it while figuring it out together. I said, what in the hell? She said, good night. I don't know what the fuck. I like literally, I said, good night. I said, my point was a good old YouTube watch party. I said, it's crazy cool to do it from a space where we can communicate, but when out and about, it's interesting to share it. So basically I'm telling her like the link's not going to work. Like, I know that you're out and about or whatever, but obviously you can still get on StreamYard. Like, we had a studio. Okay. Good night. I said, sheesh, that's unfortunate. The reason why I said sheesh, that's unfortunate is because it seemed kind of weird out of nowhere. I got 2 good nights. I'm like, sheesh, that's unfortunate, which I was like, that's vague, pretty much is what I was saying there. She goes, I'm live. Go to a channel with 500 viewers. Thank you. What? Anyway, okay, 500 viewers. All right, let's keep going. Neither you nor I get much time off, so it was rarely unfortunate that time presented itself. She said, then be nice. I said, I only got a few channels. I always pop in and support rigs. I'm live. I will not be texting live. I said, that's one of my not real friends off this crazy app. Okay. I don't know what that is. Would you like to talk? Okay, good night. Maybe we can reset tomorrow. I'm going to watch news then. So basically, like, I didn't respond for whatever reason. I don't know. I said, we can do that. She said, when? I said, ASAP. She said, link. I used the last link. I'm backstage. I said, I'm going to send it. Okay, there's the damn link. All right. All right, so here's where things I have no, like, literally we're reading this. Nothing was skipped, nothing was, everything is in order. You can look at the times, you can look at the dates, you can see if there's like some message that's just boom. All right, so please send his page link. I watch Frommy Cell. This is perfect because it's almost
from my cell. Okay.
Eaten, so I'm good. Found it. What the fuck? Okay. So, okay, let me go back up so that you can get the same wow that I got. All right, she said found it. Okay. And then she said, put her hand over her face, said, being naughty, do not show my name, just download it. Like, did I add, like, along the way, did you guys hear, you know, like, if you get off StreamYard, you had like this amazing time or whatever. Somewhere in the messages, I would have said something along the lines of, yeah, you're sexy. The conversation we had, send me a picture. Like, this was unsolicited. This picture just found its way to my messages. But anyway, okay, great. What did I say back to all this sexy this and that? I said I wouldn't show you that. Okay. It said, hopefully you're having a good day. Talk to you later. I am. Thanks for asking. I hope you're also doing well. She said, I am. Hey, what time tonight? I'll be home late. I said, what time you be home? She said, just woke up, pee break. We'll call sometime this afternoon. I was exhausted when I got home and had to take cold medicine. It knocked me out. Good night. I said, okay. And then she goes, I didn't respond. She said, hello, I'm sick. Okay. Would you like to talk today? If yes, please give me a time and link. I said, yes, 8:30 your time. Perfect. And I will be on time. I said, okay, cool. Link, please. Okay. Grabbing it now. There's StreamYard link. All right. Hi, I have been sick as a dog all day. I see you have a live set. Have fun. I'm taking my meds. I also have a fever. If I wake up later, I will check in. My whole body is aching as fuck. I hate being sick. We can do interview tomorrow. So basically what she's talking about, like the interview, we were obviously talking about what my first message was, setting up the show, doing the show, whatever. So we're still in that type of communication. We haven't like became this mysterious couple all of a sudden. All right. So let's keep going. That live is tomorrow, basically saying like we're doing the live tomorrow. Right. She said, I'm that sick. I thought it was tonight, but as I said, I really don't feel well. We can talk, but not on cam, and it will be late. Let me nap another hour now. I have a flu headache. We can still talk, but I need this rest. It's late. There's so I don't want to make you wait. Okay. And then she said, happy Sunday, feeling about 60% better. Got a grocery shop and a few errands. Want to talk before your shoe later tonight or your show later tonight or after, right? I said, or she says show. Okay. I said, doing a thumbnail for a future show, having it ready to promote at Riggs tomorrow. So basically, this is when I was doing like business stuff, introducing Penthouse, travel, patchwork recordings, all that other stuff. It was going to be about business. That's what we were going to tell. Obviously, you can see I tried to make it as professional as possible. That's what I was going to talk about. Okay. The business, the agency, whatever. That's what our show is going to be about. Are we getting together tonight? She says, sure, but late with family celebrating Coptic Christmas, aka Epiphany. Sorry. Jeez. Did you see my community tab? I'm extremely religious. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, now that I think about it, is that okay? Or like 11 p.m. my time? Wouldn't expect for us to wait. I said, we will talk tomorrow night. Hello, how was your day? Just an average day, nothing special. How are you? I'm feeling much better. So much in the news, just ready to get back to me. Lots of vids to do, ready to be happy. YouTuber in 2025. No more drama. Sounds focused. All right. Now I'm starting to get fires. Jesus. Okay. So I'm starting to get fires, and I guess it's the California fires or whatever and shit, right? Okay, so here we go. We got some more fires. And then she said, did you want to talk tonight? I'm still at family's house, but I can find a quiet spot. I will be home tomorrow. Holidays visit done after tomorrow. I said, been a minute. I'll let you guys. Sheesh. She said, I see. Oh, okay. Here. All right. So this is where things got like, okay, people are like, why don't you remember whatever? Listen, I stopped responding because of this. All right. Now, I had a live, and that's where this is coming from, right? So these last receipts right here are coming from, like, she was typing in the chat, and I skipped over one of her comments. I'm pretty sure it wasn't on purpose. I can't click everybody's comment every single day, right?
Right.
I don't see anybody in the comments right now crying that I skipped one of y'all. But anyway, it says, I see how you skipped over me. I'm like, not on purpose. And then she said, bullshit. She said, the gag is you and ZX are just alike, the same users. Good night. I said, and you gave me what? Shake my head. She goes, "Oh, you wanted something. I guess that was my imagination. Once again, you sure would never get my body, time, or attention ever again. Thank you, Jesus. I stay alert and demons stay mad." And then she goes, just alike twins. She's talking about ZX. All right. Wasn't that exciting?
That was very exciting.
Yeah, wow. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even want to show it to y'all because I'm embarrassed on how lame it is. Like that was the whole takedown envy messages, whatever. So basically, I did the work for you. There are the messages, but we need videos, okay, and we need the pew pew because those allegations are out there. I've showed what I've had. I've explained my story. The receipts are out there. Public opinion can think what they want, but this is what I got. And I'm going to let y'all know I am done with receipt parties. I don't give a damn. For now on, think what you want to think. Don't think
Yeah.
what you don't want to think. This is the second time I've come out here. You guys don't believe receipts anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the Mia thing went to moving the goalposts. Gigi popped out, or DD or whatever, popped the hell out of nowhere. I'm doing more receipts, this and that, whatever. But I just wanted to clear the air, you know, and make sure that you guys understand that you can't really come at my character and lie on me because I'm telling you, I am always equipped and ready to defend myself. So what'd you think of that, RNY?
I think it is stupid. I think it's stupid because the way that it was presented, oh, he wanted me. Oh my God. He was flirting with it. Where? Where? If he was flirting with you, don't you think he would have sent you a little picture that was a little risque? But yet you're the only one sending a leg picture. I was over these receipts yesterday. Like stupid, dumb. And then she tells him, I'm religious. I was with my family. But yet you say, I can find a quiet spot to talk. Your family religious time must not be that important. Period. But like I said, I ain't got
Yeah,
no problem with that. Hold on. I ain't got no problem with that lady. Because I don't really know her. I just know her from the whole ZX and Doxin and all that. That's where I know her from. She used to come over here, be a little crazy. She was Five Bays moderator at one point. That's all I really know about her. I dropped down in her chat maybe once. She was talking about 9/11 one day. And I was like, okay, let me go see what's over here. It was only like 5 people in there anyway. So I think I made number 6. So she's a little tatalicious in the head. She is. Like
wait till Baba drops
crazy.
his receipts about their communication. Okay.
Oh, trust me. Oh, I
There's
can
only
only
one.
imagine. I can only
We
imagine because I was over in
He had a
Treasure.
hell of
What's
a
your
live last night about her
mm,
doxing the content creators in the beef sector. That's what his
yeah.
live was about.
But that wasn't the first time those receipts came out. And every time they came out before, she denied them. That ain't the first time them came
Right.
out. And she wasn't the only one that did that with him either. And he showed those too. A little sea biscuit he haul much is the one that did it as well. But anyway, so I was over in Treasures this morning being nosy just for a pair of seconds because I only had literally 5 minutes before I had to go to a meeting at work. And so he said something that was interesting. He said, how is it that you are somebody that is married to, and let me make sure I get this term right, married to someone of the Caucasoid persuasion? I think that's what he said. But yet, you out here running around, running amok with 2 men that are of the black race. And when he said that, I said, oh, I'm interested now. And then Skillet dropped down, and I said, okay, I'm gone. I ain't got time for this. So yeah. And he was talking about an interview, and I was thinking this interview is coming back up again. So that's where that whole screenshot came from. And
You
then
talking
somebody
about
said,
this? You
which
talking about the
one?
screenshot that VS posted?
Uh-huh. Because she was over there saying, VS gets on my nerves. And VS posted that. She said, oh, is that how you feel about me? And I heard she had a mod stick taken. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's
Mhm.
make sure that everybody, I'm gonna make sure that everybody is familiar with what we're talking about. I know probably
Okay.
90% of the people are, but
Mhm.
some of the people might not be. So let's pull that up. Let's see here. VS. All right, let's go ahead and pull up that not receipt, but whatever. This is exactly what she is talking about. Let's see. All right.
And then after you
Can you
show
guys?
that one, can I do
Yeah.
what?
Oh. I thought y'all could see me. Okay, hold on
Mm-mm.
one second. Here we go. Let's see. This is what you talk about right here.
Yep.
Hmm. So
Mhm.
this is basically the receipt that she was talking about with. I mean, VS got word of this pretty much first thing. VS gets on my nerves. That's what Loop is talking about. So did you
Mhm.
want to go more into like the treasure or anything else pertaining to that?
That's pretty much where that receipt came from because I guess she was sitting out here lying as usual, which was rather interesting because after that screenshot surfaced, then I was scrolling up and down my timeline and I saw, I want to say it's El Rencho. I think that's the person's name. Reshared something that she put on her community wall. And this is what it says: watch the played out position. Envy, RNY, ZX, Diva, Mother, plus others stuck in stupid for 21 days in 2021. At least they moved the goalposts to get the beef sector to go back in time to focus forever on 4 years ago in a 2022 merge where I did not reside. That's a yay. However, with no new real receipts and no new real storylines, and girl, and Jesus Christ, not a comma or a period nowhere, and no new real receipts, and no new real storylines, and no new real game plan, and still no real fame. Fuck, and no real life, no real money. What a shame! I still win. Trying to tell the internet about me when I have provided receipt after receipt after receipt. I have a lifetime of achievements and accomplishments, phenomenally more on my scoreboard and phenomenally more on my scoreboard, on and offline. Got more benefits, got more skill sets, been had more swag while they are forced to watch me and eat their pennies from AdSense sit in my real born female body parts. I'm beef sector BIX, whatever that means. You're not EOB. First and foremost, that was the longest run on sentence I have ever seen in my life. There's not a subject or a verb that agreed in this entire dissertation. Now, here's my thing: trying to tell the internet about you. Who are you? Your swag. What swag? Ma'am, you call your wigs Bernice's. You brag at the fact that you wear cosplay wigs. Are you okay? Ma'am, I ain't say shit to you, about you, or around you. So don't include my name in nothing. Maybe I got you, I got your panties in a bunch or something. I don't know. But don't put my name in nothing, ma'am. Achievements. And then I heard her say she's 2 degrees away from Tasha K. Ma'am, I wouldn't be saying that too loud either. The way all her money getting ran through and she got the crowd fund for everything. Are you all right? Achievements. You have a lifetime of achievements, but you don't have a lifetime of punctuations in this long ass dissertation? Achievements where? How do you write so terribly, but yet you married to a filmmaker? I'll never understand that.
Well, if you saw Diva actually provided that filmmaker receipt. That it was a business arrangement. Remember, we
Mm-hmm.
showed this. We were on ZX's platform last night, believe it or not. um, and let's see here. This is what you're talking about, basically. Hates white Americans, whoop de whoop,
Yep.
whatever. But the most important part is it was right here. It says it's a beautiful business arrangement right now. He is still a
Mm-hmm.
good man to me, a film producer, and we met in 2008 and had a wonderful love affair and wedding and celebration and such, from Africa or whatnot. So,
Yep.
basically this is the reason why this receipt was brought up is because ZX was going through all of the recordings and stuff when she was talking about everybody from Five Babe to Kwani to everybody. So that's why this receipt came up. That Kwani is weak and all this stuff, and mad that my husband, who is Polish in his mind, all this bullshit, right? But there's a bunch of receipts regarding that doxing and talking crazy about beef sector content creators. I mean, we have more, but at the same time, whatever. Let me read Diva's wall real quick here.
Okay.
It says, this was also sent to the FBI and ICE. She just literally told a fairy tale while supposedly in tears. She married her husband, and she's talking about yesterday, right? She married her husband so he could get a green card. It was a business deal. This is from her in writing while she sent ZX money like she does many men on here, hoping to get some deek. She hasn't seen her husband since 2012, her words. So when was he supposedly diagnosed with this said disease and had this family moment? 14 years ago. Again, I went to law enforcement on her. Yeah, damn right. She literally batshit crazy and obsessive over YouTube figures. I'm going to cover myself 100% with all of you just in case you pop up at my home, because on my life, it'll bring you your blast travel. They are liabilities. So basically, as I said, like if you do listen to ZX's show from last night or whatnot, you're going to get a whole lot more context to her talking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it's a secret. It's a secret. What's up?
Hey.
What up, Diva? Hey, hey, hey.
And Black Girls Code, I definitely agree with you on that. And
Oh,
I told Envy this yesterday.
right.
I told him this yesterday. Black Girls Code said this DD woman thought that by making the pow pow allegations public now, it would give that person talking points to combat the threats he made to RNY. More what about him's epic fail. Epic. See, because if I also heard correctly, when she was talking about this alleged weapon play, she said it was done on a webcam, like on a private StreamYard link you cut your camera on. So people said, well, where's the footage? You're 2 degrees away from Tasha K, but then you turn around and say your computer is in storage. But you're married to a filmmaker. Mm. My God, today. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm pretty sure. So basically, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so I showed everything I got. Uh, we're just waiting on the pew pew. Now, as I said, I already cleared up not knowing the lady. I didn't lie. I didn't recall this woman. I don't recall everybody I've ever met in my life. Like, however, I blocked her out my head. I get it. At that time, I said, listen, it's not a lie. I didn't recall the lady. That's it with that. But
Mhm.
on my end, okay, so since the chat is in here and I know people type, I know. Okay, you said yes. The email is via ZX. Yes, correct. So basically, from the chat, where are we at? Where are we at with this? Because I don't really want to do this long at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So, are these receipts combat now? Does she have to provide, does she have the burden of proof as of right now to show her receipts to trump mine? And especially if we're going to be fair, that pow pow is a major allegation. You can't just come out here and say I pointed pow pows and this and that without proof.
Mhm.
So, based on what I showed you, based on what we told you, based on her live last night, based on how she got up today and said VS gets on her nerves and everything in between, where are we at right now, people?
I don't know. Nowhere.
You said to be fair. Oh, what did you say? To
You
be
said to
fair,
be fair.
something. Oh, well, it's Gigi's turn to show and prove. Absolutely, absolutely, and I'm cool with that. My thing is listen, I might be, yeah, the goalpost. The goalpost isn't even in the ground. Focus on
The
you.
goalpost
You know
has
what
been
I'm
moved since yesterday. It started at 95 South, and now it's all the way up 95 North at this point. Nobody knows where this goalpost is.
I, so the goalpost, I mean,
Stupid.
it started with some dumb shit. Then it went to Mia. Then it went to Gigi. Then it went to I'm trying to say that the receipts were fake at VS's,
Mhm.
but actually that was ghetto trolling. And then it was breaking down our locked in status, which we'll talk about in a second, right? And
Yeah.
all that. So like this, the goalpost is tripping right now. Like the dirt that the goalpost was in is like, god damn, like stop excavating. You know what I'm saying? So, you
Listen.
know, in the chat, as of right now in the chat, I'm not seeing anything that has anything to do with it sounds like I did a decent job so far, right? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, what's the difference between a gag and a play? And what is the office? The office is StreamYard. So basically, as you see us right now, if I press end live, I would not be live, but RNY will still be here. That was the office.
Mhm.
Mm. And I said office because throughout the receipts, you saw that we were planning a show and everything, right? Like we talked
Right.
about it several times. And then towards the end of the messages, she said she can't do the interview today because she's sick. Okay. Like I'm so tired of talking to people on a business level, and then it turns into something dumb. You said the goalpost is people were going to believe what they want to believe, no matter what you show. That's the goalpost.
Exactly fact.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going back to reporter mode. This is content creator mode. Content creator mode is like being the content, fighting back, battling, and doing all this and doing all that. There's really nothing anybody can do about me reporting the news. I could go to the football place and report on football. I can go to beef sector and report on beef sector. But like when it comes to like receipts and all that, now I'll still troll you. I'm still gonna be shady and do all stuff like that. But like this shit's crazy to me because hey, either you believe it or not. But to be fair, like ZX did type,
Mhm.
tell her it's her turn. And then what is going to be the outrage? The outrage is on me, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's definitely be outraged, especially with that threat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
show those messages. We got the same messages. I didn't skip over anything, delete anything, move anything, type anything, nothing. So if she wants to show you those same receipts, you just saw them. So basically, she can she can red ball this, and she can have those receipts. But other than that, like, what do we got? The lady
Nothing.
literally said she has to go through storage to find a receipt.
Yeah, that's what
Why
she said.
is her
That was
stuff in
weird.
storage?
But she's 2 degrees away from Tasha K.
Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Envy, don't give them anything to deflect with. Why didn't you want to pay for the flight and tell us about the massage thing? There's no flight and there's no massage because Molly, in there, wouldn't a normal person wouldn't a normal person basically go in there and like message? Wouldn't you text message somebody and say, hey, looking forward to, whatever day, or do you have your stuff ready for Atlanta? Whatever. Like there's nothing in there. Like when somebody hey, send me your boarding pass, send me your information so I can book your flight or whatever the case may be. You said, to be fair, Gigi did win round one because all she had to prove was you knew her and she got that done. Now round two is she has to prove there is more, such as the pew pew receipts. Absolutely. I don't, round one, round two, I don't care. I didn't recall the lady. Okay. Anyway, I feel like this is even really mad at Envy, but that's what got people's attention. She's mad about ZX. What's up?
Exactly.
What's
That's the
up,
same thing I
Grish? How
said,
you
Molly.
doing?
Hey,
Envy
Grish.
and RY, I'm in the clouds. I'm just I'm being harassed by your moderator, Vibrant, squeezing my shit. Whatever. Okay. Diva, go get some bunnies. Okay. All right. Well, today it said it's all about how you are sort of a weirdo for talking to women and bringing them to your town. Then it's about how Envy and RY look dumb even after RY said it's not her issue. See, here's my thing, right? One thing along there is I heard that I brought women to the sector, right? I heard Ms. Polly, I heard Danny, I heard a couple other people. Let me explain how this is very, very simple for me to explain.
Mhm.
So, those women were met in the sector because Lemon had a dating show, right? I mean, we've all had shows, whatever. Cool. Now, we were very, very cool at the time. And I'm not saying like he couldn't put his show together, needed me to come in and save the day, none of that kind of shit. I'm saying that he reached out to me and said, "Hey, a lot of people. If anyone would like to participate in the dating show, I would appreciate you reaching out to them." That's how they got here. I didn't just pop up and say, "Hey, like I want to review this woman." Those women are my friends, and they got here to participate in the dating show. Okay, so
Exactly.
I'm not quite
Now, to
sure
this whole, then it said the envy made RY look dumb, even after RY said it's not her issue. It's not my issue. I mean, I don't know if people don't know how to look at calendars and really review timelines. But if that was before me, why would that be my problem? So who's really looking dumb?
what's up, Nobles Wooster,
Here's what the
and
issue really is. The issue really is they've always, whoever said this, always felt like that. And now they're using envy as a scapegoat to really say how they feel. So kiss my ass. That's how I feel about that.
he refused to answer. Right. Right. And look, like I do like the chat is very across the board right now, like whether it be ZX or Envy or whoever, like the behavior is pretty consistent with the fact that with the framing situation in my mind. I mean, just
Hmm.
basic common sense. What did Honey Love say for arts and crafts to be laughing? Your comment took me out. What did arts and crafts say? Hold on a second. I gotta see. A 60-year-old lady who wears a red wig didn't clue you in that she's insane. Hey,
Hey,
Jesus.
Georgia P.
Hey, what's up, Georgia Peach? Appreciate you being here. So we can go back to any details. We'll put a pin in that, whatnot, but we're going to talk about the second half of this because I did see something about locked in, quote unquote, and there was some kind of relationship talk back and forth. It covered like how appropriate it is or not appropriate to reach out to a woman at a certain time, and then your man or my woman, all that and this. And there is basically an underlining thing to locked in, and the titles that people want to put in a box. So RY, I think
Yeah.
you'd be better to talk about that than me because they'll think that I'm making up shit as I go. And there's no script to read. She's just going to speak on her own. I'm going to go on
Right.
mute. You got it.
Okay. Okay. So this whole locked in shenanigans, right? The thing is, Envy and I do not, there's a title, but there's not a title. And we say there's not a title because we're not going to just say, hey. So we're locked in. We work together on this YouTube stuff. We chit chat offline. That's just what it is. And Envy and I was talking earlier, and the general consensus was just like, when it comes to the personal life, just kind of like leave that to the people's imagination. So instead of saying, hey, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, we're just locked in. That's all. Because it's really, really getting old a little bit. So that's why the term locked in was used. And it's amazing to me how people can sit online all day and sit on YouTube, which is a spinoff of Google, but can't seem to type in Google what locked in means when it comes to dating. It explains it all right there. So that's just the term that we're going to go with. So just to leave the personal stuff off the table, y'all think what y'all gonna think. Me and Envy, we gonna do what me and Envy gonna do, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Now to segue, I also want to clear up something from yesterday, right? This whole phone call thing. Not him making phone, well, not him and Mia, but just in general, when ZX asked the question, talking about going forward, is it acceptable, right? So when I said no more phone calls, that was not me trying to control him because number one, I don't control him. He doesn't control me. We're both grown. We don't control each other. Okay. So when I said no phone calls, that was just meaning just be careful because it really is not worth all of the trouble. I just wanted him to be a better judge of character when it comes to who he talks to at what time of night because then we have this situation happening. So when he was kind of like caught off guard yesterday, it really was a miscommunication. I was speaking out of frustration. I'm not going to even lie to you. I was irritated. I was annoyed. I was bewildered. Everything. So, like I said, I never, ever, ever control him. And I simply tell him all the time consider the source. That's all that was. That's it. That's all. I'm done with that. You can come off mute.
See, yeah, you gave me permission to come off mute. See, I'm pissed. We're not locked in anymore. And see, the funny thing is we're trying to give you like an organic type of situation, right? We don't always get along. We are not like the Siamese twins or anything like that. What you guys observed yesterday was just how we are, right? And we don't have anything to hide. Like I was taken back by that because we talked more along the lines of, you know, somebody's going to come with a receipt. Somebody's going to do this. We're going to be in this situation. It was more along those lines. So yeah, of course I was taken back. But here's the thing. I heard a couple people say, well, why do you talk to RNY like that? I don't think that I got out of order. I'm pretty sure that I asked her, I was like, I don't really know. And then I even know that I went a little bit further and said, that's not going to be a thing. I'm saying that based on the conversation that we had, that it's, it's best to make very, very, very clear, sure, whatever it is, because you're not going to record phone calls to stay off the phone at that time. So I was taken back. You, the one who said it, Envy, or maybe Miss said it. What did I? Oh, Yvonne, what did I say? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Loop, loop. Got her 5 minutes of fame. Now it's over.
Yep, it's over. Now,
Yeah,
Molly,
it's.
let me address Molly.
Oh
And Molly,
God,
no. I promise.
Molly's being sarcastic, but go ahead.
No. I promise I'm not trying to come for Molly or nothing, but this has been a running theme as well. Molly said, RNY TV, you okay, hon? I know you're being forced against your will by this evil mastermind. I'm sorry you're going through this, Molly, and I'm glad you actually wrote that. See, because I've been hearing a lot of people say, free RNY. RNY, if you're in danger, blink your eyes once. Like, in danger? Are you okay?
Yeah, sweetie. She's
Danger.
locked
I'm
in with all
locked in
her
with no.
side pieces.
Okay. So no. There's no danger.
Right.
There's
Look at
no being
this.
held
Look at
against
this.
my will. Let me see.
Look at
I
this.
know, Molly. I know you're being
You're
sarcastic,
being
but I'm
held
glad you brought
against your
this up.
will.
Molly, I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm glad you brought that up because I heard several people say,
There you
"Blink
go.
once if you want help." See, look,
Blink twice if you need help, I think,
blink
wasn't
twice
it?
if you something like that. Listen. How can I be held against my will if we're not even in the same state? Number one. Number two, Envy knows offline. I don't play those games offline. I tell Envy exactly how I feel, and he has no problem telling me the same thing. So nobody's being held against their will. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. I know how to hang up. And as a matter of fact, Envy, correct me if I'm wrong, you yourself has said a couple of times that we would get into heated debates, and then you say, at the end of the day, both of us be listening to the dial tone.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. She's hung up. I've hung up. Like it's a normal thing. Like just because we don't come on here and we're like, we.
Yeah.
I don't tell her what to do. She doesn't. And when I say locked in, that means like we're not going to tell you what the status is because here's the thing, right? Moving forward, like you don't know why we do what we do. We might be business partners. We might be fiancés. We might be anything. So to make it just a general term, I think that's safe because the
Mhm.
whole like the drama around us. I think because basically we get along, we're still rocking, we're doing our
Mhm.
thing and stuff. So if we tell you locked in, then there's no more curiosity within what we're doing for you all to ask any damn question ever. That's it. Like locked in means we make our own rules and we don't care what anybody else thinks. I think that's pretty consistent. What's Yvonne going to
Mhm.
get on me about? I enjoy y'all
What's
relationship
coming?
here, but Envy, you talk too much. Like Lolo. FYI, you said locked in. Yvonne is like, I'm gonna go into Envy's live today and type my ass off. Okay, Yvonne, we're gonna get
Okay.
by the end of the show. I'll get back good with Yvonne. Right now, she's a little irritated. I don't think Envy could ever hold RNY back. If she wanted to go, she would go. Right, and
Thank
she's
you, Charlie.
online. All she has to do is block me and log off. Right,
That's it.
like I'm
And
not
then
her neighbor.
nobody would ever know. Nobody would ever know.
Right.
Mm-mm.
To be fair, VS will stand on truth and facts more than juicy story. I believe that as well. But here's truth and facts. Now, as I said, on her end, if she wants to rock out with receipts and stories, the Pew Pew would be a great place to start, in my opinion. Pooh said you can still feel and think you're threatened from miles away, like you did with Lemon being states away, so you can feel threatened in any situation.
Okay, let me
Okay.
address that. Let me address that. See, mm, Envy knows not to play with me like that. He knows I don't do that. Mm-mm. That I'ma do this. No, 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 no. I don't play those games. Envy does not talk to me like that. I don't talk to him like that. Why would somebody that made me feel protected and safe when I'm in his presence? Why would I ever feel threatened by that? No, that's crazy.
Hey, Sour
Any
Patch.
explanations?
Oh,
That's personal,
absolutely.
Patch.
Oh, absolutely. Like literally, we are not here to convince anybody of anything. I just don't have anything to hide. So honestly, the request was this. It was requested all day yesterday. So you know what? I'm gonna give the people what they're looking for. Now DD, okay, step up to the plate. I always tell people if somebody has an allegation against me, I don't care what it is. If you say I'm holding back RY or I'm doing this, I'm doing that, bring me a receipt. Like
Mhm.
recorder that's
Pooh
saying that.
Campbell,
Get a
Pooh
text
Campbell,
message,
you're
do
very, very
something.
welcome. You're welcome, Pooh Campbell. I
What
appreciate you
Pooh
for putting that comment in there.
what did
Pooh
Pooh
Campbell
Campbell
said,
say?
"Okay, thanks for the clarification, RY." That's
You
all.
told me to treat you little sis right. What's up, Gip? How you doing, brother?
Facts. Hey, Gip. I didn't even see
Okay,
Gip in here.
you're hiding something. Good to know. Okay, yeah, perfect. I know you've been trolling me like the whole time, so rock out, but okay. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm here to show you what it is and move forward.
Mhm.
Like I'm not talking about this. And if that lady has receipts or whatever the case may be, that is something I don't have, then I'll respond. Okay, because as of right now, I'm not going to put any work or effort into actually moving any forward with this. That's fair, Envy. It's not our beeswax anyway. I know it's not, Yvonne, but at the same time, hey, um, Yvonne, I could say it's not anybody's business, but if you watch commentary and you look at chats, everybody made it their business. Oh, like all these chats. Hey, I heard you're holding back RNY. I heard that you're downplaying y'all's relationship. I heard that you can't talk on the phone. I heard this. I heard that. We looked
Mhm,
at the
mhm.
chats because basically we wanted to come with at least some of the public opinion about the situation so that we can address it in that manner. I would like you to have been the one to say your proof was in storage and you have to go get it. Manco, no way they'd let you get away with it.
Oh, absolutely
Could
not.
you
Oh,
imagine? Could you imagine if I said I got to go find my computer in storage so I can get the pew pew receipt? I mean, I would be stoned. You know, I would be stoned to death. You know what I'm saying? How long before the link drop? Ghetto. Let's see. I got you, Ghetto. I just don't want to have a long conversation. I don't want. Here's what I'm gonna do about the link, right?
mhm.
I'm gonna say what it is. Oh my gosh, please. We'll fall in the first round, and it's perfect. I hope they fall in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh round.
Oh, what's
RY,
that?
can you do your? There you go.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, RNY, can you do your one and done on all these psychos thinking they know you, how you are in real life, how weak they think you are, how they think envy, how they think envy running a play on you, etc. Absolutely, I can. I could sum that up in 2 words. Fuck yeah. I'm done.
Perfect. All right, there we go.
Period.
Right. Right. And here's the thing, Jessica. It's okay. We're just doing the news. You know what I mean? If you come by here to listen to the news that we pull in, cool. If you don't, you don't. People don't have to have excuses to not be here. Just don't be here. It's very,
Mhm.
very simple. Our shows are always going to be, between 5 and 5:30 every day, and we're going to go over the news. If people don't like, and usually we put stuff out in the atmosphere, and we're like, let's see what happens in the YouTube streets based on what we're reporting on. And 9 times out of 10, it creates content for the content creators, not the reporters.
Mhm.
Like RY, like open
Yes.
conversation here in front of everybody. All right.
Okay.
So I know people are gonna say, non-factor or whatever. I heard my
Mhm.
channels like going down in flames and all that other stuff or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
heard.
Without I haven't even asked you like this direct question. We've talked
Mhm.
about like more in depth and whatnot, but the 5 o'clock show,
Mhm.
what do you think that brings to the table, like in the grand scheme of things? Because obviously, like, do we put stuff together? I'm not going to say that. It's just in the grand scheme of things, what do you think the 5 o'clock show brings?
Okay. What I think it brings, and I don't want to compare you to other people, but this is the only way I can like say it. The 5 o'clock show to me is almost like what YTC does, right? YTC goes and she recaps what happened at night, right? Comes in early in
Atlanta.
the morning. She recaps what happened the night before in early in the morning, right? So then we have this 5 o'clock show. I feel like it's not really a recap. You call it news. We just kind of talk about what we've seen from the night before and possibly throughout the day. And we talk about it here. And I told Envy, I said, I actually like the idea of the 5 o'clock show because most people getting off work, they're commuting back home. Some people, they don't want to listen to the radio or whatever the case may be, and they want to dial in and just like listen to the 5 o'clock show on their ride home. We have had people come in the chat say, yo, y'all got me all the way home during my commute when I got off work.
Right.
So that's what I
And we
think it
just want to,
is.
yeah, we just want to bring the day together, tie everything up. And okay, so I am dropping and pinning the link. Here's what I do not want to do. This is what we have to show. This is what we have to say. I'm not going to go into a pseudo interview or anything like that. I don't want to dive much deeper into that. I'd rather talk about like what we presented today, not yesterday, the day before that, what we presented today, and then also let me know y'all's expectations on how you're going to form your opinion. I'm not telling you to be for or against me. I'm just curious. Like, what are some of the things that you're looking at that are gonna, turn this into, a situation that is either buttoned up or it's not. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But if you don't agree or anything, I'm going to be like, okay, cool. Like, okay, I didn't do a good enough job explaining this shit. And you guys are going to think what you want to think. But the link is dropped and pinned, but I want to have brief conversations, please. Just because, like, there's really not that much to talk about. But I do want to leave the reason why the link is dropped and pinned. The main reason is so that anybody and everybody can have the opportunity to rebuttal anything that I said or anything that RNY said, but respectfully. Okay. I'm talking about this show, not just right here, right now. So when people go out in the chat and type or do their thing or whatever, this is your opportunity. Okay. That's that. That's all. If still live in 30 minutes, I'll be up. All right, Diva, appreciate you.
All right,
We
Diva.
may or may not be, just based on some of the questions or whatnot. And Ghetto, you asked for the link as well. So I dropped it. There's the link. What do you got? There you go.
Please hold on. Pizarro also cussed you out for accusing her of lying about her and Envy's fall.
Lying.
Okay. I got a headache trying to read that. Also cussed you out for accusing her of lying about her and Envy's fallout and what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for too. Like, okay.
No, I mean,
If
yeah. Yeah, I
if
don't even know how you respond to that. What up, Ghetto?
Yeah,
hey
what up,
ghetto.
y'all? Hey, on
So
Ross.
hey, if hold on, if she's talking about that night that apparently something was said about helping find a IP address or a cat. Okay. Hey ghetto.
Listen, listen. My thing is like, I don't understand why trolling only goes one way. I don't get it. Like, if she carried the bones to Lemons to create the debacle, because I never hated. I still don't hate Lemon. I never hated him. That probably never will. But those bones that were carrying over there is what started that. Like, because he didn't want to, check where it came from. The bone basically created a whole debacle. So yeah, that was the issue. And then the whole IP address and all that, I told her, go on your phone. I don't know what kind of phone she has. Android, IHOP, Jesus Christ. Um, what the hell? iPhone or whatever. I told her, go to settings, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see your IP address. That doesn't mean I'm going to find it. You got to be a government agency to get a goddamn IP address. And tell me what an IP address would do. Don't you think her being a ghost for however long now, 7 years or so, somebody would have found her before me? That's where that was. So I'm tired of hearing about that. Like, literally, she carried those bones. So basically, to get back at her, I was telling her to check her phone. That wasn't a threat. I didn't say, hey, once I find your IP address, I'm coming to Miami and I'm going to do XYZ. I don't even know if she lives in Florida. So yeah. So if that's any kind of issue or whatever, I don't know what to tell you. But maybe she's talking about a different issue, RNY. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I never wanted to fall out with Pizza, to be honest with you. I will tell you, she was okay. Without me saying anything, so that people don't think I'm leading into it, how did I used to either talk about or regard Pizza?
Oh, he talked highly about pizza. Absolutely, he did. And I used to pick with him. I'd be like, yo, y'all's banter, it was like big bro, little sis type stuff. And I all the time, I enjoy watching y'all's banter because it's hilarious. He's
And I
always spoke
was
highly of her.
I was
Always.
so protective over Pizarro, so protective. And like when she had her issues with Diva, right? Diva and I are like brother and sister, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and put that aside. And you know what? Hey, come co-host the show. And I'm gonna put you front and center. You're having an issue with Diva, so you know what? Fuck it, let's do this. And then I remember the night that Rex attacked her, right? You know,
Oh,
no,
yes.
that's what you do, right? She was on her panel talking about Rex really, did too much, and talking about,
Hmm.
I don't know how far Rex went, but Rex went a little too far that night. It wasn't your normal Philadelphia and pull up and
The children was involved in
giving out.
everything. So no. Envy
Yeah, yeah,
immediately checked
children.
Rex about that.
Yeah, yes. Pizarro's children were mentioned and whatnot. So basically, I went on the panel and I said, I just want to confirm. She said, absolutely, everything's correct. I jumped off that damn panel and went and found Rex. And you guys just will never
Mhm.
understand how that is a fallout that I wish didn't happen. I will say that.
You go talk to her. She's forgiven. Go talk to her.
What you got, Ghetto? you
What
saw you saw yesterday, you saw today, whatnot. You said to
I
drop the
didn't see
link. What's
today.
good?
I didn't see today. I think I gotta go look at your community wall, and I missed the beginning of the show.
Watch the
So
replay.
so
Yeah.
you now have receipts.
I went
So
through all of them. Mhm.
okay. So now I gotta back up then. My question is, what did you know her as?
Like her name.
Yeah, because I know it has a million names. I want to address it as the name you knew.
I
Because yesterday I said
believe,
GG Loot Loot, and you ain't know what the hell I was talking about. That's
yeah,
possible.
because I thought that she was so you got
I think
Gigi,
I
you
said
got
DD. I said
DD,
DD Loot Loot.
you got DD Loop Loop, you got DD, you got Gigi, and you got Cruz. What is that other one? The Cruz.
Class culture.
Class culture or something. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
DD Loot
So
Loot is actually a tad bit disrespectful. That's the joke name we call it. So me calling her by a joke name didn't help at all. But my question is, what name do
That's the
you
name
know her
Treasure
as?
Lane gave her.
Yes. And I didn't even know that till yesterday.
Hmm.
me
That's what we knew
neither.
her by in the black sector. What did you know her as, Envy?
What did I call her? Dee Dee. I
DD?
think.
Okay.
I think.
You
Yeah, I think Dee Dee.
so
I was
so
just
my
looking at my receipts and I said Dee Dee. But go
okay.
ahead.
So my approach, RNY, I don't never get RNY could drag me. I'll fight back at times if I think she's being too hard, but I don't get in RNY business. Her choices, her decisions, nothing about her life. That's sis. I don't get, then that means I don't get involved. If I'm not getting involved in her life, then I'm not speaking on your relationship because your relationship was with her. So none of that is my angle.
Hmm.
So uh that said, my angle is a more of a man angle in what Didi, bro? What the you was trying to do nasty stink behind the scenes with Didi, bro?
You didn't see the receipts, ghetto.
Oh, so some of hers was
All
fake.
of the receipts, all of the receipts were based on doing an interview on my show because basically when she was on the show, she was like, reach out and let's talk about a show. So basically I reached out and I said, let's chop it up. Let's see what you want to do. What are your ideas? And that's it. But then our conversations, obviously we went to StreamYard, this and that, build a pseudo friendship, and then she went into like the California fires, but then she started talking about politics, and then she freaked out at the end and said, if I'm going to skip her comments in my chat, I'm just like ZX, a user. I'm like his twin. So like, that's where it went, the ghetto. But my thing is why? Okay, so I covered my bases. All I wanted to do is show her receipts, and then you guys can do what you want with it. You know what I mean? Like she should be able to scroll her IG. Same thing, right? And then the videos and the pew pew. I think it's fair enough. I think it's fair for me to ask for something of that allegation, some kind of me saying it, mentioning a pew pew or any kind of weapon or something along those lines. But as I told you, Ghetto, she said that her computer is in storage and she doesn't have that receipt as of right now because her
Yeah,
computer
and
is
I
in
ain't talking
storage.
about none of that. I'm trying to figure out your choice in women. How the hell
No,
did
I
you ever
just
make
told
it?
you a
Yeah,
show.
but
We were gonna do a show, Ghetto.
yeah, but what was your interest? Oh, there we go. That now you help me. What was your interest? Where did you see that Gigi Darling was interested, or Dee Dee
Do you
was
know that
interested
was
in
in
that position?
2024? It was in
She ain't
2024. I
been
said in the
interested in forever.
what I'm right. What I'm saying is I said in the receipts that we interacted very well. Hold on a second. I said we interacted well on the chat. No, that's Diva's. That's Diva. Let me see here. Here, I'll show you the first
You said
message,
the
and that
same
should
thing to
answer
Diva.
all of your.
You be back there doing a lot, my
No,
boy.
no, 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 no. Relax. So basically, all right.
Nah, I can't hear now. I just stay in the
Uh,
chat. I can't hear though.
well, Ghetto, you asked for the damn interaction. It's right there. It's that it's very, very simple. I asked her about a show, but Ghetto can't hear. All right. So what else? I swear I won't drag on.
Whew.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else?
I
Chat
mean,
GPT AI can create some juicy receipts. The word is exhausting anymore. Yeah. I mean, hey,
mm.
RNY clearly desperate for one. Okay, let's see here. Hold
Go back to that.
on.
What was it?
No, I know. I mean,
Okay.
hold on a second here. Hold on 1 second. Where is this person? I shouldn't be having to find this person because. Okay, go ahead. I'm looking for something
Oh no,
because
no, no, no,
nobody.
no, no. I took care of it. Don't worry about it. I
Oh,
got
you
you.
did.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right, that's
Fret
what I
not.
was stopping to do. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
fret not. Yeah, stupid idiots. Um, I really don't feel like there's to me personally, based off what you read off on the receipts, which I saw yesterday, it was a nothing
Nobles
burger.
Rooster.
What Nobles Rooster
No,
say?
no, Nobles Rooster. That's cannibalism.
Oh
Nigga, you
my
got a
god.
chicken leg and a beer.
Oh my god.
Is that what it's called? Cannibalism?
I
Like
think
eating
so.
yeah. Nobles Roosters going around eating the friends and shit. Nobles
Mm-hmm.
Roosters like I can cook you, but you can't cook me.
All right,
Um,
shake and bake.
you know what I'm saying?
Um,
They say, oh, shake and bake. Look at
my
Nobles
thing is
Rooster.
this. My thing is this. As far as the receipts, I really, really feel like it was a big ol' nothing burger with extra everything on it. Because
Mm-hmm.
the way it was presented, people were making it seem like Envy pulled out his Johnson and sent it to her, and they were having this salacious conversation. When in actuality, only thing Envy sent her was a picture of an Ohio State football player. I saw he was holding Brutus, which is the mascot for Ohio State. Somebody said, "Oh, he's holding a nutcracker." That's Brutus. Buckeye
Yeah.
is a nut.
Yeah,
Okay,
Buckeye is a nut. It's a nutcracker. Like that's our.
jeez,
I
it's
know
a
it's that great.
mascot. For those that may not have went to college, they have mascots. High schools have
Yeah.
schools in general have them. And
Mm.
so then he kept scrolling. I said, "Oh, is that a leg I see?"
You
She's the
said,
only
"Is
one
that
that
a
said,
leg I
"Hey, hey."
see?
So
What
she was
up?"
the hey Malik. So she was the only one that said anything salacious, followed by "I'm being naughty. Don't
Is this
show my
Malik?
name."
Yeah. So
Malik?
envy,
All right.
envy.
Yes,
Do
Yes,
sir.
you
sir.
think it's appropriate for you to be making business calls at 3 a.m. to women? I mean, you're very disrespectful to RNY.
Oh
I
my
think
God!
that you
Stop
should
it,
stop.
Malik.
Malik
Malik,
is doing too
get out.
much.
Yeah. You're yeah. Hi there, Fee. You're doing too much.
No,
You know,
but I
RNY
gotta agree with
status is
RNY.
locked in, so you know. But go ahead. You
I
know,
gotta
so
agree with
basically,
RNY.
that means
We
you don't
can't tell
know.
you how not to pay your bills. You better get
Right.
that money and pay your bills.
Hold on. Alf protection. RY is true. Jay Wilson said he thought you were smarter than this. Okay. See, if I didn't hear it, I don't believe it. So yeah, I really
Yeah.
don't do bone carry. So if I didn't hear
My
it, okay.
my thing is smarter than this. RNY, I think. Oh, the one thing I asked you, or the one thing that you said was you've been around for a long time, right?
Hmm.
And you said something about the lines of what is what's the emergency now? What is the group hug? What is the what's all the concern? What's all this based on you
Yeah.
being around for a long time? I'm like,
Right. And it started
yeah, so
last
I'm
night
kind of
with
wondering because you're on
right.
your channel doing a good job, all that other good stuff.
Mhm.
So go ahead.
Thank you. That's why I asked Trish what I asked her last night. Oh, I was rooting for you. I want you to be okay. You've
Hey,
known me.
Stacy.
Oh, hey Stacy, you've known me for as long as you know me. You never once pulled my coattail and said, "Hey, I think you should start a channel. What can I do to help you get started?" Nobody did. Nobody. But then Envy actually does. He helps me get everything set up, equipment, streamline, everything set up. And now all of a sudden, oh, we were worried about you. We're concerned. But where was all of this worry and concern when I was being misgendered? I was being lied on, and a whole 9 yards. Where was that concern then? Don't worry, I'll wait. So the pseudo concern, no. Because if folks wanted me to launch my own channel, all of a sudden, why didn't you extend a hand to lift me up then? Why be so concerned with it now? That's what I did not understand. And that's what I asked Trish last night.
She's
She couldn't
here.
give me an answer. I knew she was coming.
Yeah, you knew I was coming. I sent you my email. I don't do a
I
lot of,
have it.
huh? Yeah,
I
okay.
got it.
Don't bring me up until you send me an email and see what I can do. The
Don't-
reason I didn't know that you wanted to start a channel, but if you pop in a squat on this nigga's platform, the way you doing, you better start a channel. That's what everyone's talking about, and you trying to move the goalposts like
She's got a
nobody.
channel. She already
Hold
did
on,
Girl
hold on,
Talk.
hold on.
She
Let
Envy,
did
her finish.
2,000 views in 45
Envy.
minutes.
I know you locked in. I know you locked into her,
But
right?
you
I
said
know.
you don't know about her channel. She's
No,
got
no.
one.
Could you listen? She spends more time on your platform than her own. And this content that you're doing, it's always this type of triangulation with her and the beef sector. She's been here. She's been a subby. Now that she wants to do content,
Let's
I
take a
don't
picture.
think it's in the best interest for her to sit on your platform all the time, not anytime. You can do what you want, but all the time without getting traction.
She
You
makes her
listen
own
to this nigga.
schedule.
You listen to this nigga if you want. I sent you the email. You can't bring me up at all because I reached out. I told you how I felt. I said it to your face. I said it to this nigga's face, and that's
Why are
it.
you
I'm going to
yelling?
the gym. Goodbye.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
Jesus
you
being
know,
Valiant.
y'all might lose RY here in a minute because she's gonna run off and make sure she emails Trish. You,
Who
you
said
know,
that?
look at Cosmic Girl. Welp.
Let's see, Yvonne. What I do know is you can sing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I told
No,
you
but
I don't like
I'm
talking in
really
front of
worried
folk, but you
about
put a mic in my hand, I'll sing. I'll sing
no,
all day long. I just hate talking.
it's insane to me, like your safety and all this other stuff. Like people won't pick out one good thing that happened.
Well,
It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like this all of a
Malik,
sudden outrage
shut up.
about you is crazy as hell. Are you gonna do a live from
From Belize,
Jesus Christ?
please,
She's a
Malik, please
special
don't make Trish
guest
come back here. Please don't make because
because
I have a headache.
yeah. Because Simon got fired or Simon didn't come through with his investment. So yeah, more than likely. Can you just have more Mo in the Mo beef? Yeah, so bomb. I had a go back and look at the yes, absolutely. But the only reason why I'm not doing that content right now is because if you know what's going on over there, it's very there's some very personal situations going on over there. And hey, I hopefully you check it out. What I try to do is I try to co-mingle it, because when I go into just straight Mo3 sector content, the chat's like absolutely not, like most of the chat. So I kind of follow I read the room. Please find someone who has views you'd like to emulate and get their advice, RNY. And I mean, 4 views a month is something I don't know.
Here's the thing, Shauna. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I really wish people would understand that YouTube is much bigger than the beef sector, right? With that being said, believe it or not, I have my feet planted in a couple of big YouTubers areas. One of them, 2 of them I know personally. Personally. We call each other brother and sister. Over 200,000 subscribers. Trust me, I'm working, all right? I am. So I appreciate that comment. And Dr. LaShawn, my sister. And for those who was, first of all, I love this picture. And for those who were asking about where Envy was when RNY did her live, he was with me on the behind the screen, letting her do what she needed to do. And we were there to come on the panel. Listen, I was like really, really freaking out. I was texting her. I said, "Oh my God, I don't know what to do." I'm texting him saying, I don't know if I can do this. He said, "You got it. Now just go do it." That's
And as far as the questions
Hey,
about
Queen Pisces.
what's up, Queen Pisces? As far as like the whole sitting on the panel or not on the panel or whatever, right? I don't know if people understand the difference between like just joining somebody's panel and being able to chill, and then basically being a content creator. So how can you judge based on how much RNY felt like she wanted to kind of get comfortable, with the voice and just what she wanted to do? I don't.
Lolo, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask that you mind your manners in this chat.
What's up, Charlie?
It's me. It's me. It ain't no
All
person trying
right.
to pretend to be me.
No, you're
Hold
good.
on.
You're good.
Hold on. Lolo, are you okay? Lolo said Envy was somewhere calling me. What in the world?
Oh God, Lolo. I heard that I was calling you or sending you money. Like, how much money am I sending you to share screen and all kinds of other stuff? I was like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, what's up, Charlie?
Hey, Charlie.
I just had to come up here. I never touched your name before. I was like, oh shit, I need to do that. What up, Envy? What up,
Absolutely.
RNY?
What up,
Here we
Boo?
are.
I was gonna tell to RNY as a first
Yes,
time
ma'am.
content creator, right? I just started not too long ago too, right? Figure out what you want your content to be, right? If you want to do girl talk, you have a lot of beautiful women in this chat right now.
Absolutely.
Right now, that would be amazing co-host with you, or guest, or panel guest, however you want to do it. If you want to do a women's only panel, just invite up different women. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be. It could be rotating chairs, correct? As long as they're women.
There's gonna be Let's hit
No, I
these
definitely
chats
agree with
real
that,
quick.
Charlie.
No, I get it. Let's hit these chats real quick, because I don't want anybody to say they got skipped on what we just talked about first. Here you go. RNY, why did you? And I know people are actually looking for Beef Sector Babe, because they said, where the hell did Beef Sector Babe come from? But RNY,
Why did you say Pizarro lied about Envy threatening her? We heard it.
I just explained it. It's not a threat. Telling somebody to grab your phone, look at settings, scroll down to the bottom, and you can see your IP address. She carried bones that basically led to the situation that Lemon, myself, and RNY are involved in, but nobody cares. Right?
And what I said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. We did a live.
Troll. Like, everybody goes and gets like an army of people. I'm just by myself. I'm talking to a troll. A troll's talking to me. Why this? Why can't we just? That's it. Like, why all this interference? But anyway, go ahead. I didn't say, hey, Bizarro, I'm gonna get your IP address. When I find your IP address, I just, that's it. I'm not a government agency. Look up, go Google who can find IP addresses, and you're gonna think all of your comments about threatening her is absolutely ridiculous. But go ahead.
What I said was, I'll give you the backstory. I think we did a live, and it was me, you, and Lolo. And we were having a conversation with Lolo. And so the live is over. I go to bed. Envy on the phone talking to me. I'm halfway asleep. So next thing I know, Envy said, huh? Look at Lemon's chat. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I look at the chat. There's a banter between Envy and Pizarro over at Lemons. So I looked at it. I'm like, oh, okay, just a normal banter between Pizarro and Envy. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think nothing of it. So then all I hear was this, him going and typing. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Next thing I know, Pizarro clicks the link and says, Lemon, one of your moderators is doxing me. And I think he said, who? And she said, Envy. And I'm looking in the chat like, what is happening? It was something about, I'll help you find your IP address, and then Cash App was mentioned. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, I said beg Zorro. That's what I said. Beg Zorro. But go ahead.
So I'm like, okay. So she ran up there to tell Lemon that Envy was threatening her. So I'm like, hold on. And so then she carried a bone and was like, well, did you hear that Envy and RNY told Lolo that she needs to come over here and have a conversation with you about how you treat her and how she needs to put her foot down? So I said, hold on. So I wake up out of my slumber. I was already halfway there. I hit the link. I said, Lemon, mind you, this was what, last year, maybe the end of last year, I want to say, maybe the top of this year. I said, Lemon, I said, have you ever heard? I said, is this the first time that you heard somebody tell Lolo that she needs to talk to you about how you treat her? And he said, no. Over 90% of the sector tells me that. I said, oh, okay. And I left it right there. So then to hear that she was one of the ones I was saying, he ain't threaten you, he ain't do it. Okay. So what I said was, Beef Sector Babe, was, if he said what he said to me, and I'm blowing it out of proportion, don't you think running up to clicking his link to tell him his moderator is threatening her by mentioning that he can help her find an IP address and mention her Cash App and called her Big Zorro?
That's it.
That's literally all it was. That's it. Period.
Yeah. So, yeah, a calculated threat. Why would I threaten a woman? I don't. Hey, like I don't get it. But B Sector Babe, I was fucking with you. So I'm very facetious. I'm actually looking for the. Remember when Tracy basically squashed one of the bones that was being carried over there and all that other stuff?
I
Like,
know,
he didn't
Lolo.
say that. What were some of the other bones? It was like he didn't say that. Like that I said I was taking somebody to court and doing this and doing that. And like all the bones that get carried over to Lemons is what creates like super chaos, because they know he's not going to check. They know he's not going to check. So literally everybody that says you threaten this, you threaten that, whatever, it literally is bones over there. Period.
And Pizza will tell you quick. I think it's funny when she says it. She'll click that link. She said, now Lemon, I got a Cash App to come up here because I got a bone to carry. Every time I hear that, I would crack up.
Then I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Hey, bone to carry. But let us know. Let us know it been carried. Okay. Let me cross reference that. Damn, why do I have a Molly comment in my phone? I know I don't care
Uh-oh.
about telling on myself. Let's see. No, I'm trying to find. I don't need to find it. Basically, Tracy did a good job. Basically going over there. I don't know how long ago it was, and basically, tried to intercept as many false bone
Mhm.
carries that there are, because basically I know it's not very far because we're online, but it seems like when people leave here, they get to, man, that bone gets carried faster than, like, I've
You're
never
welcome,
seen
being put to
in my
bed.
life.
You're welcome.
So I mean, I don't even need to look for that text or whatever, but
Mhm.
um oh, what's up, OG Beauty? I don't think I said what's up to you. I don't know when you came in, but always good to see you. I appreciate it. Okay, envy, you can't scare me. Okay, B sector babe is being facetious. Okay, just okay. Intro song. Okay, cool. I was just reading the chat what Charlie was putting.
Okay.
Being very helpful about your channel and your
I
show and all
appreciate
that other good
Charlie.
stuff. Appreciate that, Charlie. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Tracy is real one. I appreciate her loyalty for those she likes.
Mhm.
Diva, oh boy, we're gonna
Oh
hear
God.
gospel music. Jesus,
Now,
oh
Diva,
Jesus. And
Diva,
you
if
know,
you come up here, hold on,
don't
Diva,
come
if you
all the
come
way
up
up here
here,
saying
don't say,
mama,
"Hey,
hey
mama, hey,
mama, hey
mama,"
mama. That's all you click the link, hey mama, hey
and then
mama, and then
drop.
drop down. It's just crazy to me. All right.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm not going to drag content at all whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
I know there's 330 people in here. I get it. I know that there's a YouTube evening that y'all are looking forward to. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I just assume that you look forward to your YouTube late nights. We're going to wait for Diva to come up and say, hey, Bubba. Diva, you
Listen,
better you better offer something a little bit more than that today, Diva. Don't come up here with that bullshit.
hey,
We
mama.
are live. Hey, Bubba, yo, can I get some Dollar Tree snacks? Okay, I'm going to play
Listen.
with my bunnies and watch TV. Bye.
Now, my
I'm
favorite thing
like,
is when
Jesus
she's in the
Christ.
chat. She was like, "All right, I'm going back. Going to watch TV."
Yep.
Bye,
She'll
Diva.
complain. She'll complain the whole time, and then be like, I'm leaving. Like,
No, she'll
okay,
she'll come into your chat.
get
She'll be
out.
like, "Envy, why is my name up there?"
Why is my name in the title? What are you using my logo for? Here we go.
Here she go.
Hey, my ball.
Hey, mama.
See,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Diva.
What's up,
This is
y'all?
awful. What's
No, that's not.
happening, Diva? We're chilling. You
Greetings
know
to
what I'm saying?
everybody. Good blessings and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. But I just wanted to encourage you real quick. I did hear you asking for various topics. I think people lose a focus that, as a broadcasting, if you look at
Mhm.
CNN, ABC, Fox, all of them, CNN, they all have segments of shows. And I think where people have lost their mark is when they begin to look at other people topics and what they have going on. And then when it becomes, a whole bunch of other things other than the bigger picture. If
Mhm.
when you have a broadcasting network, I think right now the morning is set up that it's a choice whether you want to listen to YTC, which has that calm demeanor,
Mhm.
that calm wake up. Because guess what? You have to be able to entertain the masses in a way that you're reaching out to all. That
Right.
you see what I'm saying. So it was very easy to have multiple channels where I was able to, entertain. I entertain a whole different aspect, a whole different medium. But however, with the masses, when they watch TV, they either tune in for the 6 o'clock show, they watch to get ready for work,
Mhm.
they listening in to what's going on. Everybody doesn't like all that screaming and hollering and all of those different things. So you
Mhm.
have the YTC for the calm wake up. You have also binary that brings forth
Mhm.
the course, the psychology of things. He brings forth that still decorum, but also, that little ratchet side. Okay. Then you have Ronnie Q that brings forth, Trump news, politics. So it is set up that way as a TV broadcasting system is supposed to be. The only thing that ruins it, as far as building a, a black, I would say, another Wall Street for the black community, is consistency. Um, with every TV show, the reason why black TV shows could never last um, on a broadcasting system is because the characters begin to feel themselves. They begin to lose focus of, um, the reason why they even got in it in the first place. And so their egos get in the way, and they end up standing against producers and directors and writers, and they think that without them on the TV show, then the TV show wouldn't be able to be as popular as it was. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that I'm glad that you are on prime time, which is the time frame that you're fitting in. It really doesn't matter what you talk about, RNY and NV, because once you set one thing about being organic, when nobody gives you an opportunity, or when nobody can throw in your face that they put you on, but you guys you guys are synced, you guys are one, it goes. Of course, you're going to have a lot of people that want to come up against you guys, because they would have rather been behind the fact of your success. And so when people don't have that hold on you, they team up to try to destroy you, and different things of that sort. Okay. But I think what you guys have is phenomenal. I think that it could take off. It really doesn't matter what you guys talk about, to be honest. I mean, to reach out to the masses and ask, hey, what do you guys want to discuss? That's awesome, to always keep, a touch on the masses and what they would like to discuss. But at this point, taking over prime time, I think that long as you're consistent, we really don't matter. It really doesn't matter what we talk about. If I'm online, I'm tuned in, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people. So I'm really excited about you guys.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do.
Shout out to Diva. Let's go.
Yes.
Hey, we're
Hey,
we're doing our
mama.
thing. Hey, Bubba. And as I said, obviously this is in full effect. RNY, I believe that you're going to do a poll today.
Yes.
I would
I'm
imagine.
going
Can
to
you
do
tell them
one.
about? Oh, and it's Girl Talk 2, because season or episode 1 already happened. You want to talk about this, please, ma'am?
Yes. I'm going to try to get a poll out. If not tonight, tomorrow. I promise y'all I am. I'm going to try to get it done tonight, because I'm sleeping. I ain't go to bed till 6 this morning and got up at 7:30 to go to work. Yeah.
I think this
So
is awesome, and
thank you.
I'm a huge fan. Of course, you know who you remind me of, and I do understand that everybody has their um. I'm not saying that you copy off of her or anything. No, I'm
Mhm.
not saying that. But everybody has a protege, and you remind me of the Hood Table. The Hood Table is that vibe that you give. You keep it real. And what I also love about you, I put her on my wall not too long ago, RNY, and it's just going to make you go really, really far. You don't give a fuck, and your ignore game is bananas. So a lot
Mhm.
of times people don't know how to do that, and you know how to do that and keep it moving. And also, let me just say this to you to encourage you in this aspect. Can't
Okay.
nobody tell me a goddamn thing about my relationship and who I choose to love, and what I choose to take, and what I find acceptable and what I don't. So what bothers me, and I did put that on my wall, that people always have something to say about somebody else's relationship, but they can't keep a man or a woman to save their lives. So I just want to throw that out there, that people can say whatever they want to say about what they think about my relationship, or who they think I'm with. None of that bothers me. But something that I will always go by is that my relationship is not for public humiliation. What goes on in my relationship is nobody's business, and I will never sit down and have a conversation about with any woman In real life, my mother always told me that. Don't no single woman have no business sitting around in your home when you have a man, and you ain't got no business sitting on the phone getting no advice for no single woman. Because at the end of the day, guess what? When you get finished with him, they'll be in his DM too. Envy has been the same goddamn goofball for years since he's been on this motherfucker. He has been around. So Atlanta is filled with so many beautiful women, and he has
Mm-hmm.
had them in his home, and some he has not even touched. So he's not impressed, and I'm telling you that. And the first time that he even wanted to take it serious with you, we had a public conversation, and nobody knew what the fuck we was talking about. But
Yeah.
all he wanted was you. And if y'all go through something, y'all go through something. But don't let your outcome, because you hadn't had, I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a fuck how much I like people.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of people that are upset with you because you choose to be on his platform. You choose to be happy. Nothing, nobody is going to make you more happier than being in love. Nobody can't replace that. So you don't owe nobody a goddamn thing of why you won't sit on anybody's platform for hours with a whole bunch of fucking women. Because guess what? Are they men around? And what are they men doing while they're online talking a bunch of bullshit? At least, guess what? You right here with your man. And when you get off, you know where your man is at. So the point I'm trying to make to you, I look at it a whole different aspect of how other people view it, and I'm not like for it. And guess what? As long as more people don't like me than the ones that do, that means I'm talking that real shit. So you keep it moving with Envy. Guess what? If he makes you mad, he makes you mad. If y'all break up, let it be a reason that you choose nobody the fuck else, because the cleanup woman is fucking waiting. You doing the damn thing. So that's
Thank you,
all I have to
Diva.
say here. Of course, sorry that I don't have what everybody else have. As far as I don't give a fuck with who. All I know is men. They do some crazy ass shit. But the only thing, listen, if you ever have an attitude, you get up on this motherfucker and you be the character that you're presenting to a bunch of motherfucking strangers. Don't bring that shit on here. And regardless of the whether the fact, if somebody come out here and know more, or whatever's going on, something happened and they could sense, because you know me, I'm the gossip column. I'm gonna talk about it. But you get on this motherfucker and you act like nothing never happened, and y'all scratch that shit out behind the fucking scenes. Don't bring that shit out here.
Mm-hmm. And I told Envy that from jump. My
You hear me?
mama
Let me
always
ask
told
you.
me, huh?
Envy the big brother, but he the, I'm the little sister, but he the big brother. You hear me talking to you?
See?
God damn it!
I hear you,
But
Diva.
no, I feel you, Diva, because my mother and my father always told me you don't handle disputes like that in public. You take
Mhm.
them behind the scenes and you deal with it that way. That's what I'm just like, okay. That's why people say y'all agree on everything. No, we don't. We have
This is meant to
debates.
happen. This is meant to happen. You single, he's single. You ain't listen. We waiting for y'all to make babies and everything else. Y'all know how y'all channel be popping. Y'all you fuck around and get pregnant. What's taking you so long any goddamn way? Are you in the other room or not?
Diva. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
Maybe.
You never know. You never know. He may be in another room.
well, first of all, you got damn right. I roll with them big boys. You know I know where you are, right? So,
Hmm.
anywho, you just keep on.
So, Diva, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. If I was to have a baby, I wouldn't tell you. 'Cause I ain't forget what you said now. Talk about, talk about if I find out what
No,
grocery store you
V,
at.
I'm sorry about that, V. Good afternoon, or good
Who's that,
evening to
V?
you, V. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to miss you. I promise.
I ain't forget.
You
You
know,
said
I
if I
was
find out what grocery store you at, I would call the store and be like, "It's a black lady in there with a white baby.
White
That ain't
baby.
hers."
no goddamn. Oh, I'm gonna throw the fuck out of that baby. You know, I was the first one who put out. Listen, China and Chucky still hide the baby. I still put the goddamn shit out.
Right,
Barrels and
Stacy.
everything. I
Like,
still put it out. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best. But I do want to ask you one thing, Envy, before you drop, because I just want to be able to report it. And it's okay if you still want to play poker. That's fine. Did you is what
Jazz.
this woman is saying um that you presented to her? Is it true or false?
That what? Ask a question again because I was talking shit. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I just want a true or false. Is it true or false that what this woman is saying that you presented to her? Is it true or false?
False.
Okay, that's all I need to know. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great show. And
Thank
I
you.
am rooting for you guys. And I
Thank
wish
you.
you guys much success. If you're not going to go live, tell us before, Envy. Just keep doing what you do. Everything is perfect. We love you during prime time. Bye, guys.
Bye,
All
Diva.
right, Diva.
Bye,
Bye,
mama.
mama.
Yeah.
She
No,
is
I
nuts.
appreciate those words. That's really, really
Absolutely.
cool. You know,
Absolutely.
and as I said, like, listen, I'm here to clear up issues, right? And my
Mhm.
thing is if people don't present certain things, we have an open panel that the link is pinned, and we're done with certain situations. Like I think we can check off Mia. I think we could check off Loop Loop. I think we could check off whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think we could check off using the phone. I think we could check off our status, which is locked in.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I
Yeah.
guess tomorrow's a new day, and they'll bring us
It is.
two or three other things that we have to come out here. Well, not have
It
to,
is.
but come out here, debunk, whatever you want to call it. But here's the thing. Let me tell y'all something, okay? I do mess with people. If I put you on the community wall or I say something to you in a chat or whatever, that doesn't mean I hate you. That's just
Mhm.
my nature. Like on here, I try to have a good time. Like trying to make it fun again is like it seems foreign and it seems like a dream. But if I poke at you or whatever, that doesn't mean like say Envy's trying to take over the world or Envy robbed his neighbor or anything else. Like keep it at the level where we're at, you know what I'm saying, so we don't have to get worse and worse and worse and worse and then a bunch of lies. We could coexist, but if we don't like each other, we can also be cordial, because I'm not here
Mhm.
for that. And here's the thing: no matter what somebody says, RNY and I are, or anything that somebody says, we're bringing you all the content. We look at it like this: we are not in competition with any other content creator. At 5 o'clock or 5:30, sometimes we're going to bring you the news. You if you love it, you love it. If you don't, you don't, regardless of what you think about us. We will answer questions and do whatnot, but when I say locked in, there's a reason why we don't come out here and tell y'all anything. Like, isn't it funny like how people are confused? Oh, you guys are this or you guys are that, because we don't
Mhm.
tell you. We don't tell you. So basically, the phone calls and all this other stuff, working at
Mhm.
night. If we tell you certain things, we tell you certain things based out of, unfortunately, when you sit up here and you do a couple hours and answer people's questions, you do get frustrated. I will tell you that
Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Uh, they make the dumbest shit in the world and try to sell it as content, a big nothing burger every time. But they say RY is making a big deal about a bazooka.
I
All
surely am.
right.
And what about it? And who gonna do what about it? Who gonna whip my ass about it? Nobody. Now I'm tired of
Right,
motherfucking talking about that. I said what I
right.
said. I did what I did, and I stand 10 toes in it. If you
That's
don't
it.
like it, build a bridge and get over it. If you don't have a bridge, drown. I
And
don't
did
care.
you and did you see, do you always hear, okay, and let me give you an example, right? Let me tell you about emotional intelligence based on
Thank you,
that
Stacey.
situation fact. Let me address that
Mhm.
directly. Even though those things happen, okay, somebody brought up something like limited this or limited that, or he put somebody in a position and this and that, whatever the case may be, we still came with an objective and said, nah, hell no, he wouldn't do something like that. We try to stay objective. Our personal feelings about different individuals or whatnot, like, even though RY did what she did or whatever and closed out with a show, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we will never change. Trying to be as objective as possible for y'all, I promise.
Mhm.
And we're going to stand up for what is right, and we are not going to lie on anybody. I don't care how I feel about you. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I just heard the proof is at the bottom of the ocean near the heart of the ocean necklace in the Titanic. She has ordered the supplies to build a submarine, so just hold tight. Jesus Christ, Shauna, that shit was funny. Oh my God.
I didn't know where Shauna was going with that at
Could
first.
you imagine what? No, I didn't either. Could you imagine what Shauna thought in her head as she was typing?
Listen, but Shauna, let me tell you, she bought the supplies, but you know who's gonna build that submarine?
Connie
Noble.
Chung.
Noble gonna build that submarine because he already building spaceships with NASA.
I
Now
like this
Connie
prime
Chung
time
and
as well.
Tom Brokaw. That's
Now I just try to figure out because those accusations are serious. Maybe they had words, right? Let's see here. I'll be honest, you guys' relationship is none of our business, right? That's why we're locked in. We're not boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, all those general terms that society likes to come up with. So we're locked in. So however you however you interpret that is up to your own lover, like for both of us, usually. Okay, well, she told me. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Good. Oh, good evening. Oh, geez. Oh boy. That's what's his name? See, we got a troll. RNY. RNY in well
God
NV,
bless
you
that
mean.
person.
Okay. Yeah.
You took
Yeah.
the time to
Hey,
do that. I feel honored. I
I
heard it
know.
explained as,
It's
that's
amazing.
how he talks. I don't think he was really thinking about. Listen, let me tell you something. Fact. Okay, I'm not a mind reader. I don't read cards. I can only go based off how that dumbass statement made me feel. And whoever don't like it, please go play in oncoming traffic. I admonish you. Go play in traffic.
Envy, is there a way that Gigi could interpret that you were pointing a bazooka at her? Because again, if you don't tell us, it's going to make her receipt look juicier. So just tell the crazy story. I want her receipt to come out, like, because I didn't do any of that. That's crazy. Like, if she is that intense on it, go find, like, give the video, the receipt, like anything. Like 2 days in a row, literally, you guys bullied me into having to show a bunch of y'all didn't bully me, but we'll just say you did, to show all these damn receipts. So, Annie up, right? I had I'm the victim here. Everybody else plays a victim role. So you know what I'm saying? And I hope that people set their differences aside about me, like I do everybody else, and give it a shot. Say, just listen to the other side, whatever you got to do. I know like an army's got to get together and come up with a plan and all this other shit, but based on what you guys see out there, and I always say to people, I'm okay being accused of any and everything because I'm not always right, but I will tell you, yeah, I'm wrong as hell. But if you call me a liar, I'm gonna come with receipts. Everybody knows that. I mean, I've been doing the same thing for forever, because I'm on an island. I don't have a team and a rotation and a share group and a redirect family or none of that. I've always had to have solid receipts because I'm a nomad. I stand on my own. For some reason, I'm not even mad at that RNY. Hey, all I had to say is,
Lolo.
ass and see, there's
Lolo.
Lolo keeps. Oh my God. Stop
Lolo.
Lolo from hanging out with Tracy too much.
You went non-stop. I wanted to send
Wow.
Uber Eats over to your house with a case of water because you hit live and you just went. I have never seen you off the porch that bad before. Never. But then again, I know what city you in, and that's how y'all give it up over there. Lola will
GTA
come up.
server.
Oh, jeez. Not a GTA server.
Mm.
I'm assuming that's Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Extremely disrespectful. And then he was trying to get Duke to say negative things about you last night or after you left, and Duke didn't fall for it. Just so you know, yeah, we did hear about that
Yeah,
fact.
I heard
And
about
my
it.
thing
Trust me.
is like, if people are that upset and like people are drawing for straws to try to get somebody to say something bad, like if you want to beef with me, I love it. What's up, Lolo?
Ass and titties.
Oh
Ass
my.
Hey,
and titties. Hey, ass
hey,
Ass,
and
ass,
titties.
ass,
Ass
daddy,
and
daddy,
titties.
daddy, daddy.
listen.
Hey,
Ass and
but
titties. Ow, ow.
Her laptop's still charging. Okay. Hey, what's up, MGO? I
Hey, MGO.
appreciate you.
Hold on. MGO. I have been seeing you in these chats,
Oh
and can I
yeah,
say,
swinging.
me and Envy, that was, oh my God, that was bad English. Envy and I appreciate you so much in these chats. Trust me, we be watching. We
Yeah,
watch.
MGO be swinging. Like, hey,
Yes.
hold on a second. Hold on. Wait, I want to hear a fact. Whoa, hold on.
Hmm.
Hey, if
And
your receipt,
when I'm wrong, MGO has no problem. Now, RNY, hold on now.
hold
So
on
I
now.
appreciate that. I appreciate it.
No, MGO, yeah, I've seen some chats and
Oh
it
yeah.
it goes along with the commentary, very objective.
Mhm.
I was up early for work and I saw a whole night. I got up right after Envy was leaving. I watched from that point on, and yeah, he tried to do that, try to get Duke to say something negative about you. I know that. I
Mhm.
know there's a media tour smear campaign. I'm very aware, but my thing is like if I addressed everything, because I heard literally everything from Mia to MU to RNY to Mo 3 sector and everything else. Like, like here's what I respect. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't go get anybody. I don't go on a hate campaign. I don't go on a media trail. None of that. If I have a problem with you, I call you out, and then when we're finished, we move on or whatever.
Mhm.
Once you have to start throwing spaghetti to see what's going to stick to the wall, that means that you ran out of shit to say because yes, there are accusers over there with that situation that we already covered with Mia, but where are the receipts? I don't get it. I've never seen a group of people not require paperwork. Maybe I've been to jail or whatever a few times in my life or whatever, and paperwork is king. Like, I don't understand. It's a show the receipts, show the receipts, show the receipts, show the receipts. Okay, so everybody that made an accusation against me, I would like the fair treatment for y'all to say where are the receipts that you said about Envy. Like, that's fair. That's an adult thing to do. And I'm willing to everything that accuses me. I always say, if your receipts are better than my receipts, hey, let the people run with it. But that takes the popularity contest out of it in the politics. So, what'd you say, Lolo and Evie? This is irritating me because you guys have openly talked about how you are behind the scenes. It's never been a
Okay.
secret.
True.
Can y'all please? What is that about? Because people have been running amok with that. I
Oh,
done
with
heard
Lolo and
Honey,
I?
you and Lolo, you and Sour Patch.
Sour
Then I heard
Patch.
today that somebody asked Lola, well, did he? How much does he send you? Why? First and foremost, why are people always so goddamn worried about somebody else's finances?
I was
Why?
shocked. I was like, where did this come from?
How
Wait,
you got
what?
receipts on somebody, but you don't know her? Boy, this is bad. Not really. I didn't recall. It's very simple. And Lady Snoop, if you were at the show yesterday, which I doubt you were, I was literally working with people right here on my own Instagram, typing it in. Rick Reed had to send me her not her information, her IG, where he typed it in. He actually dropped in the chat and said, "We'll help you out." So I didn't recall the lady. Do you know that she talked to me in 2024? So yeah, and a little in 2025. I didn't recall because here's the thing, Lady Stoop. I don't owe you an explanation, but the lady goes by DD and GG and what's that other thing? The crass something
Class
Class
culture.
culture.
class culture. I don't whatever. Like when somebody said somebody's name, if they showed me okay, here's how I would think I'm a liar. If they showed me a picture, described her, did anything, but if somebody throws a name out and I say I don't know her, that happens all the time. And I don't know everybody, like literally. Like, now, as I said, it would have been way different if somebody changed their avatar to her and said, do you know this lady? And I say, yeah, but I'm not good with names, right? I'm good with
Yeah.
faces. How many people say that in their real lives? I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces, but then people make that a narrative. So I don't care how it looks, to be honest with you. People are either going to come here or they're not. I'm not going to change anybody's mind. You cannot change a decided mind. People are going to like me or hate me. It doesn't matter what I do on this bitch. These people are sunk in places. Lemon's apartment area look like a trailer park for real. Got it. And if not even bringing judgmental, but why would he show the whole layout of where he lives and then call one of his neighbors by her government name? You talking about PJ? I'm not quite sure. RNY, you donkey of the year. Oh Jesus. Talking about okay. I is playing in our face. Now Lolo is acting like she don't know envy.
That is crazy. I misheard mine. How can I not know him?
Now I did hear you ask a question on why am I behind the scenes? Now you did answer. You said no. We just text about, hey, I'm going live, or basic shit like hey Lolo, you good? Here's some Dunkin' Donuts. And when you did say I do have to like, without leading you into it, but I did hear, oh no, Envy never sent me anything or anything like that. And I'm just kind of like, damn, Lolo, like Dunkin' Donuts and stuff. I'm like, damn.
I mean,
not really that big of a deal, but I know what you meant, that you weren't on the payroll.
I ain't on no payroll. No. I'm not on the way they made it sound like you were sending me something every 2 weeks, like clockwork. No, nothing like that. Not at all. I'm just here. I'm always in trouble. I don't care what I do. I stay in damn trouble.
You say you're always in trouble, Lolo?
Always.
Well, honestly, the reason why you get yourself in trouble, Lolo, is because you accept all questions.
Oh, so I should just,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't have an answer for that.
No. Okay, let me rephrase that. You go into depth.
Okay, yeah.
I might ask you a question about where you went today. You're going to be like, I went to the store and I stopped by to check my mail and, the laundromat. And then I saw, Bob down the road at the corner store. I was just asking, like, did you go run errands?
Oh, my bad. I mean, whatever. My bad.
No, you're good. Let me ask you this, okay, Lolo. I have never seen what the hell or playing dumb. I don't know. You act like VS was gonna beat you up if you're friends with Envy.
No, I told her what I know. What I do. Stop it, Molly. Stop it.
No.
First of all, I haven't even been watching y'all the last couple of days. After I dragged Lemon ass and titties, I logged the fuck off and I stayed in the bed yesterday.
Lolo, did you steal Noble's breathing machine? Because you were on fire for like 3 hours. I was like, shit.
I was just pissed. I was just pissed. The only reason he can put that picture of Glenda up there is because he can't do shit else on his computer. So, he ain't got his computer. He on phones. My bad. I ain't fighting with this nigga no more. I'm done with him. He's over. Finito.
Now, what are we talking about? What are we Beef Sector Bay? What are we talking about? Because I see a few comments. Did that happen? Did you have like a little bit of a run in with VS? Because I didn't. Little bit I saw on the hood table was you guys were in a good space. Like she was just asking you questions and you were giving her answers. I didn't really see a drag or anything like that. I'm just saying the comments are saying that. So I just wanted to address it before that grew legs.
No. There's no problem with me and VS at all.
Thanks, Vibrant. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I thought, Lolo. I mean, that's why I asked you directly. So
yeah, that's why I went up there. That's exactly. I was tired, Beef Sector Baby. I was tired after that. And I was like, damn, it's 1 a.m. I've been dragging. Let me stop dragging this nigga because I'm sick of him. I'm just I was over it. Lola, he can be commentary just like anybody else can be. Get over it. He'll be all right.
Yeah, we're all commentary.
At
So,
the end of the
you know,
damn day, who cares?
yep. And I love it when people say, why do content creators search? Why do content creators make things content? Because we're content creators. What are we supposed to do?
Basically.
And then you guys want to be content because you want attention. I don't make myself content. I didn't say that I pulled out pew pews and all this other stuff, come out here defending my life and all that other shit for the last couple days and whatnot. I don't like to do that shit. I want to come out here, joke, have a good time, troll people, and log off and live my life. All right, so
About
Molly,
show.
here we
Wait,
go.
yeah,
Molly's
here
already
we
set
go.
me up for the night. Here we go. So Envy and Lolo, you guys have never had behind the scenes conversations about show ideas, and Gigi wasn't brought up because Lemon said that you're lying about that.
That's not true.
I'm lying about what?
Yeah,
Gigi coming up?
and which Gigi are you talking about? Deidre? Or are you talking about Gigi, that other lady that was over here?
Gigi in the bushes, right? Like street or not street sector, but
The
small
one that
town
was over
sector.
here. Yeah, that's who are you talking about her?
Molly, be
It-
more specific. Okay, you said because I want to answer this. No, I hate narratives. I don't want to have regurgitated content about a question that was asked. I want to deal with it now and then move forward. So Envy and Lolo, you guys had never had behind the scenes conversations. We do have behind the scenes conversations.
yeah,
Yes,
but
we do.
very, very rarely about show ideas.
Pretty much. Conversations about show ideas. Yes, we've had conversations about show ideas. Because basically, typically, Lolo goes live after me, and she's one of my head mods. I'm one of her head mods. So typically, maybe you might chop it up if you want each other to be successful. And Gigi wasn't brought up. Gigi could. You're talking about that Gigi. But Lemon said you're lying about that. I didn't bring up Gigi to Lolo. Why would I? I didn't even know Gigi. I didn't even know Gigi was popping out. That literally came out of nowhere. I was like, what? I literally looked at VS's community wall and I was like, and I did put on the community wall. I said, yeah, I'll address it. The way I addressed it yesterday is I asked the chat, I'm like, do you guys know anything about this? But then once information started coming out and whatnot, now we're here. Oh, not Gigi Bushwatcher. So wait, what the hell she do? Nothing. I think that Molly was talking about
I think they were talking about DD Loop.
Gigi.
I had never heard about him and DD Loop, Deidre knowing each other. Period.
Lola, I do have a question for you.
Molly,
if I can be messy for a second.
Absolutely.
Did you ever feel away that night? Did you ever feel away that night you went live and we were already live over here? And I think we were having like a really good discussion. It was like some panelists up here and you went live. And then the next day I saw something like, well, they claim they love Lolo. Why didn't they end their lives to go over there?
Oh no, that was on interview
that
day.
Was
We had an interview.
Faith. Yeah. And I think I was talking to Faith, right? I think
that was Faith. Yeah. That was her.
We both had interviews. You had Faith, and then we were interviewing
Mia.
Over here on yes, Mia. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't feel any kind of way. No, that's what the replay gang is for. I mean,
that's all I wanted to know. Going back on mute.
No, who said that? I guess ain't no need. But no, I ain't never felt no kind of way about that like that. I mean, shit. It's only 24 damn hours in the damn day, and all of us, most of us have jobs, so we ain't up here watching it. Georgia, that is true. Now, Georgia, you know why I do that. I got that little weird laugh thing I do.
Oh my God, Lolo, please. Like, we got to give you an amount of times you can do that. I'm like, oh my God.
I can't help it.
I have to turn my damn mic down.
No.
Oh my gosh. Have you listened to yourself back?
I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Lolo and Ghetto. Those are two people's laughs that make me sick. Ghetto laughs like he is connected to somebody's oxygen tank and somebody stepped on a
Whatever. If he
cord.
says Lolo agrees with Jesus Christ,
I
Georgia
agree
Pete.
with. I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth.
I love everyone.
Every
I do have a love for everybody. I do. I have a love for everybody.
Lolo, it may be best to let the question roll out first. Let the other person respond and then respond.
You right, because it just be kind of when it start off weird. Like, did we ever? I'd be like, wait, what? No, but yeah, you got a point.
Why?
You got a point. Why exactly?
Here you go, Lolo.
Exactly.
I will always give you honest. While people talk behind your back, I'll never do that to you.
That's why I trust Georgia. That's why I trust Georgia. Absolutely.
Georgia Peach reminds me of like an MGO, like really like down the middle. Georgia Peach really does remind me, like like Molly is. Hold on, Georgia Peach might be MGO. MGO might be Georgia Peach. Molly is more than likely a Goosey.
See, I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah. Molly is Goosey.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Since we're here, let's talk about it. Was there ever any type of communication between you and someone else? Envy, you are so petty. Golly, why would you do that to Molly? You know Molly's getting ready to freak in this chat.
I know, and then run.
Yeah, who was that? Vira, we know Molly, not Goosey. That was the narrative that was running around today. The same person. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I asked a question. I said, "Well, where's the timestamp?" In 0.0001 second, Molly said, "I got it."
That's
I'm like, how the heck? But here's my question to you, Lolo. Was there ever a time, right, where you was in communication with somebody and the conversation had something to do with Envy and another content creator, like saying that Envy can use you?
And I'm listening. I'm letting the question. Are you done with the question?
I'm done with it.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay. So let me get this right. That Envy could use me to do what?
I don't know. That's just what I heard today. That Envy and their content creator over there in California, I guess was ciphering subscribers and moderators, and it was said that Envy could use you.
That's something that was new to me. I don't know. It's almost like that weird tug of war in Vegas. So no, not that I know of at all.
Okay. Hello, Ness.
Don't mess with Molly.
Don't do Molly
alone.
Hey, I don't know if y'all heard Molly, if y'all have ever heard Molly, but
I love to hear Molly talk.
Hey,
I'm going to tell you the best person to impersonate him is Lemon. Baby, let me say. That sounds exactly how Lemon speaks. I said, don't do my Molly. But he does it.
Leave Molly alone. Leave
Molly perfectly.
I think hold on. I did the Molly cammed up. I'm looking for it because
there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
You know, Molly getting busy. He getting antsy now.
But
Molly said he thought he ate.
He did, didn't he, Molly? He did.
I'm sorry about that. Shit was funny.
Very split.
That's impersonation.
Yeah, I promise I'll let y'all go soon.
Lemon. Well, what you said? I said, Molly, you gonna let them do this to you?
Leave my Molly alone.
I love me some Molly, even though Molly is an ass sometimes.
Yes, but I love me some Molly. Leave my
Molly makes me test my Christianity every day.
Thank you, Grafty. Molly,
because you want to say, Molly, you lucky. You
look at this. I said I have to get into character. This is when I started. This is the first time I practiced Molly. Okay. So I'm like, I got to get into character. Literally,
Oh
this is the
God.
first time I'm gonna get Molly down soon. Okay, this is my first attempt, y'all. Let me to portray you on the platform. I'm working on it, Molly. But I can't talk like you though. Hey, this is Molly. I'm not gonna be coming up here for another time. This is a one-time thing. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the chat and woo bang, even though my personality is kind of like this. I'm an introvert on a panel, but I'm an extrovert in the day. All right. All right. I don't yet. I'll get there. But I gotta get into character.
Oh,
Can they not get you for reuse content for that? Right? I don't know. But
Absolutely
listen,
not.
y'all leave
it
Molly.
was
I hope when Molly
me.
makes
For
his
me, it
next
was my personality is like
I
this.
forgot
What?
about this.
I hope when Molly
This is
does
sick.
make his next debut, he makes it on my panel. Molly, you owe me. You owe me,
Listen.
Molly.
Listen.
Oh. Oh.
Lolo.
Well, Lolo.
You laugh at everything, and Lolo, your ad libs. Like, what? Molly, I love me some you. I'm sorry.
I'm getting so annoyed. I've only cussed Molly out once. Remember, I was like, what the Molly had me go off one day. I was like, what the hell? I said, block Molly. You guys are like, you would
Listen.
never block Molly. That's your friend. I'm like, I know, but get out.
Listen. Envy has told Molly to get out more days than it is in a week. I'm like, Molly, come on.
Well, at
Like,
least he
Molly,
don't
get out.
cuss Molly out, okay, and
Oh,
block him.
yes. Just for Molly to come back on what is it? Molly Maybach 2?
Or Molly not blocked or something.
Block.
I used to act like I was blocking Molly, but like, oh, okay, I'm blocking.
Oh, you acted like you were blocking Molly.
I
Yes,
did. I didn't block Molly
Mm.
over there. I didn't
Seriously,
like
but for
blocking
real,
Molly over there.
I want to give Molly his flowers, right? Oh, that reminded me of Uppitty's poem. I still love that poem. I don't care what nobody say. Give me my flowers. But I want to give Molly his flowers because Molly gets me together in these chats, and I be trying to overlook them. And Molly will sit there and copy and paste that same comment until it is acknowledged. I'm just like, what the fuck? Molly, I see it. And Molly, Lola, I don't know if Molly ever did this to you.
Oh, probably.
But does Molly go to your community wall or one of your own videos and leaves a scroll long message venting?
Oh yeah, Molly will tell you.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just venting. Listen.
Yeah, everybody's like,
fact, Molly is definitely
me, right?
Way you talk to Diva and all this other stuff. Remember when Lady Nika was telling you the other day, RNY, about B standing up for Lady Nika the first time? I was like, I don't care about the rest of them, but
when I saw that short, I said, "Oh God, Envy, what?"
I said I would play it. Let's. I'm like Diva.
I'm running to the kitchen.
Diva.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, you're good. I said Diva. Diva. I know you're watching TV, but you probably have me up on some kind of whatever. Leave Lady Nika alone. The other ones, fine. Leave Lady Nika alone. I didn't like that. I mean, I'm not like rah, Lady Nika or anything like that, but I like Lady Nika, and let's just leave her alone. Come on, Diva. Come on. Jesus.
That leave Lady Nika alone. The others, fine. It's like, dang. What Molly said, Lolo, I'm scared to pull up. Beef like the babe said, it would be so. That is sick.
You know what I used to do? You know why I made this right here? You know what I used to do? I used to come up as myself, and then as the content creator in the back, I'm like, don't address me. I'm gonna go up as Molly or whatever, and I would just sit on the panel like this. I would literally sit on the panel, and people would come in and be like, "Molly hit a panel! Oh my god!" Because I literally used to do this on mute, like
I remember the first time I saw you do that. Molly said, "Envy, please push that avatar picture."
Molly freaked out.
Molly was begging and
Molly was
pleading
like, you
from the chat.
gotta. Molly was like, you gotta change that because people are gonna think that I did this and I did that.
Exactly. Now, Beef Sector Babe said it would be so funny on Limits when Molly would really get you mad, Lolo. Lolo would say, "Listen, Lolo be up there quiet, and you could tell Lolo reading that chat, and out of the clear blue, here come Lolo. Molly, not tonight, not to." I'm just like, whoa, what is happening?
Yeah,
Like,
you
what
know,
is the world? And Molly would say something like, "Lolo, I know you're reading this chat, so why you ignoring me?"
Yeah.
And Molly would just keep going. And
Molly will say, well, since nobody cares about my super chats or anything. And then Molly, I remember, I'll tell y'all, Molly, the last time Molly made me laugh when Molly was complaining in the chat. So RNY and Envy, I know you're going to skip over all the comments that are negative about Ness, because you guys want to impress.
I wanted to fight that night. Molly said, so this is exactly what Molly said. Molly said, so y'all are only going to read all of the comments that Ness tells you. I said, excuse me? Said, excuse me?
Yeah.
What?
Molly did say, "Oh, you're just gonna read the comments that Ness allows you to read." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Molly's mouth is thick. Okay, Molly has. I can't. No, ma'am.
Molly's bad. Molly
with the timestamps. Hold on a second. Oh, hey, 1411. There's the name of the video and everything. I mean, I'm surprised Molly doesn't drop this shit in the back chat. Like,
listen. Molly think he's slick, right? So I got a notification the other day. It was this long message.
Oh.
And at the end of the message, it said, "Just don't put my name in it."
Just don't put my name in it.
It's like, what?
Just don't put my name in it. He wrote a whole goddamn. Oh,
yes.
But then Molly will type. And then I know Molly thought about it for a few minutes and type.
Mm-hmm.
And the last message will be like, "Excuse me, I was just ranting. I'm sorry, RY and Envy. Have a good show tomorrow." I'm like, damn, Molly.
Somebody in the chat said this, and I 1,000,000% agree with this. They said Molly is necessary.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even though Molly knows what to say to get under folks' skin, I really feel like Molly is necessary.
Oh yeah.
Molly is a person that will hold you truth to power.
That is true.
Oh yeah, I will most
Molly
definitely.
Be quick to say, "That's not what you said just 10 minutes ago." Be like, "Damn, Molly, why you clocking everything?"
My dumbass got pissed off. I'm like, where the hell is Molly? Like, Molly was gone for like a few days. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know.
I was looking for Molly. I'm like, if
it?
Molly is in somebody else's chat and Molly didn't stop by here to tap in, I'm gonna say some shit or whatever.
Yes, I remember one time Molly ain't been over here for 3 days, but I saw Molly everywhere else. Molly decided to find his way back over here. I said, "Oh, how nice of you to visit us again. Ain't seen you in 72 business hours."
Hey, y'all. I don't mean to be a bone carrier, but somebody says that y'all are fucking liars. But okay, don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
You don't put my name in it. Well,
Molly is bad as hell. That's all I can say.
We are most definitely. You guys have gotten the. We're gonna give you our last words because you guys have definitely gotten the content. We have brought you. We always bring you what you want, but at the same time, hopefully we cleared some stuff up. We don't necessarily want to talk about the content that we brought. If we drop the link, we pin it, that means that we're done with it. So any talk about what your status, what your status is, locked in. Any talk about the phone and all that other shit, locked in. Any talk about any kind of receipts or whatever, locked in. So hey, bring it to the forefront. I will address anything, but as I said, I've tried to beef with people, but they make a big deal out of it. Like, I want a one-on-one beef. I don't want, running for the hills and grabbing this and going media tours and this and that. When's the last time you guys have seen me click a link or be in somebody's chat? I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm watching y'all. And that's why I brought this thing out, because remember we predicted the whole thing one night, and I was like, let's just sit back and watch it. Yeah. Remember, I was like, we broke down every single thing that was going to happen that night. I said, we're going to sit back. Loose. Yep, and all hell broke loose. That shit was crazy. But
Lolo,
yes,
I got my computer.
Oh, congrats! All right now, yeah.
I didn't even put up any troll pictures or nothing, y'all. Nothing. So I was awesome today.
Yeah, you are.
We're gonna say, so again, go to RNY TV and look at her wall. I will also share her post. She's gonna put out. She is going to put out a poll
with some topic ideas. Like I said, it's either going to go up tonight or tomorrow, but I got to get it up because I want to get some feedback on it and see which direction we're going to go this week.
Yeah, so she's going to be reaching out to her co-host. Lolo was the first one, by the way.
No, nothing green. I'm out. Bye.
You know what, Lolo?
All right, Lolo. Holla at you.
That is
I love Molly. Yeah, shout out to Molly.
Shout out to Molly.
All right. So basically, do you have any last words?
No, other than glad that I was able to get this out, get it off my chest, and say fuck you to whoever that needs to be sent to. Yeah.
Jeez.
But I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad you went through them receipts. Go ahead and lock the door on that. And yeah, moving right along.
All right, y'all. Polar is going to get us up out of here. He is, in my mind, top troll. All right. So, I mean, actually, this is how we actually conducted ourselves about 4, possibly 5 years ago in the Mo3 sector. But I really do appreciate everybody coming out. We will see you tomorrow at the 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time show, sometimes 5:30, but we will be here. We'll bring you the news and we'll address anything we need to. And we are out of this bitch.
I would troll and I would talk shit and I do stuff like that. But it wasn't on the level of talking about people's lifestyles. We weren't talking about how people was how they was brought up. We weren't talking about how people was raising their kids. We wasn't talking about none of that type of shit. It was just people on the panel talking about other people's ideas on topics, and the shit would get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit would get unreal, dog. And it was shit that I had never saw before on the internet.